Hey guys, how you doing? Sorry. Oh my goodness. Welcome everyone. Just hold on. I want to get a PMC up here for a bit. Hey PMC, welcome to the live. Um, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, there I am, there I am, there I am, there I am. Just confirm for me you can hear my audio. I had Fatima, welcome to the live stream. You can type Namaste, it will help you drop your link because it's going to be a busy live stream. I may not be able to see everyone, but I will try my best. I will try my best. Hey, Soul Food of Words is here. Welcome, Soul. How you doing? How you doing? Let me get my co-host. He's going to help you welcome you guys because he's already here anyway. PMC is already here. Hey, Jovita Navarro, how you doing, my amazing friend from South Texas? Welcome to the live. Wellness with Frugal Mama is in the building. How you doing? Thank you so much, Alex, for confirming that. I need to just get this mic in a certain way. Frugal Mama, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, what happened? Jovita, how have you been? How is South Texas? What Joram saying your intro? Yes, the countdown. You have to. The countdown normally helps me take coffee, get my glasses. It's 3 minutes, so it gives me like enough time to run around. Okay, let's get this thing sorted out before I get PMC up. So our banner is running. Let's get the music going for a bit. I like welcoming you guys. We start on a high. I like you know how I love party. Haven't been on yeah, okay. Uh-huh. You know some of you already don't like me because of this song, but I'm going to play it. Alex, my channel member, and that's my founder member, by the way. And I think moderate. So, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Alex. Right?
Silhouettes of you are like a
Let me,
taunt. Never really know just what you want.
know you
With
tell
you
me
I
that
don't
my
ever
voice
feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm.
is welcome.
Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever
Hey,
wanna set me free.
Naomi!
You know I'm
Naomi's in the
addicted to you.
all the way
And it's
from
twisted, you've
Ethiopia.
been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through.
Hey,
Got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
Lady Kenzie, welcome to the live. Standard boy. Fun. Hey, Jovita,
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing. And my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing. Sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you, I knew this. When I'm with you, I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded.
I'm completely banned out from social media. This is good. We are taking a quick call. I can't hear you, friend. Background music.
I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me.
Thank you, Naomi. I was waiting for somebody to tell me the background music is so high. I was waiting for that to happen. But sometimes I think I lose it. I lose it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Naomi. I hope it's better now. The background music is too loud. I cannot hear Goga. Guys, all that talking I have done. Anyway, I was just saying, if you can see people with emojis in their names, next to their names, say hi to them. Those are my channel members. They're the big guns. They're on the chat. We talk to them nicely. They may surprise you. Most of these people are very solid. They are very good houses. They can help you. Hey, Rob. Imelda is also my channel member. Is in the house. Welcome, Imelda. Thank you so much for coming in. Those of us who are watching me from Facebook, leave me a comment so that I can give you a shout out. We have viewers also from Facebook. I like your accent. Thank you so much, Lady Kenzie. You like it? Juguna is in the building. That's my amazing brother. Thank you so much, Juguna, for coming onto the live. Juguna is my amazing brother here in hold on. Yeah, here in Kenya. All that talking and we couldn't hear you. I think it's all energy too. I know. I've wasted like words there. Like for a minute. Yeah, our guest is on the background. So I'm just going to bring him up in a bit, in about 2 minutes. I love the way you say Heather. Yeah, Heather. And Heather, you can type Heather there and then you'll get and check out your house. Heather is amazing. She was doing like this reading yesterday. It was so beautiful. She was talking about the kinds of children in a family. And I just realized I'm a golden child. I think about five categories or something. It was very dope. One day maybe we'll have Heather to come up on the panel and teach us about this thing. Goga, I have missed last week's classes. No, last week what did we do? What were we doing last week? I can't even remember. We were just like, I think we were just jamming and what were we doing last week? I can't remember. Last week last week we were learning about our Enneagram numbers. Our Enneagram numbers and how it normally affects our personality. That's what we were doing. And then King Morgan is in the building. How are you doing, King Morgan? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for coming in. I am ready to welcome my guest. How many people are excited to see PMC? This is the second time PMC is coming up on the panel. He promised us last year and he has actually lived up to his promise and is here today. So he's going to be my guest. I'm just going to bring him up. There we go. Yo, PMC, how you doing?
What's up, brother? Good morning.
Morning. Good morning to you. Good evening here in Nairobi.
Good
Always
evening.
interested you guys. Good morning. I never know how to respond. I'm like, run along with it. Yeah, guys, that is PMC, the proud mixed child. I'm just going to set up his hold on.
Hello.
Our-
How you guys doing?
The good thing is a seasoned live streamer, so if I forget to greet you guys, he's going to be saying hi to you people. So don't worry. And you guys love guests anyway. You never like me saying hi to you and there's a guest on the chat. So well, PMC will do the greet. Hi, hi Fatima, welcome. Good afternoon here. Kenzie, where are you from, Kenzie? Where are you from, Lady Kenzie? Where are you from, Lady Kenzie? And guys, if you have the share button next to you, click on it. This conversation may help somebody on the in your circle. So if you can share us out, by all means, do it. It's a good opportunity to get also meet each other. PMC is good people, 100%. PMC is dope. We all love PMC. We all love PMC. Let me see. Oji, I said I feel right. I love the way the R rolls. My Scottish ancestors roll the R too. I love it. American English makes it such a hard R, and the language is so different. You're welcome, Heather. Lady Kenzie is from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, but born in Lexington, Kentucky. PMC, am I pronouncing it correctly? PMC is always laughing at the way I pronounce, some certain places. Yeah. Kentucky. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Mark is from Little Ridge Farm. Hold on, let me get this. All right, the music is already dope. Let's now get it a bit quiet. That's why I welcome myself, guys. Then we start easy one, the serious one for conversation, so that you guys can listen in. I love how PMC is always hidden in darkness, very mysterious. I can see PMC. PMC is not hidden in darkness. PMC, do you have a comeback for that one?
That's kind of my thing.
Hey, I see Alisa Adventures in Music. Alisa is amazing, guys. If you want, I talked to Alisa and they said I will have on the panel come and teach us about it. Some of us are different from Alisa. We did this cruising kind of lifestyle also on this chat. So we'll have Alisa one day on the panel. I'll just set it up with her. And then we have Sis Easy Thomas. Blessings every time, Sis Easy Thomas. How you doing, Sis Easy? Welcome. And Juguna, I said that to you already. Rob, are you done with the Watchmen? Rob was still stuck with the Watchmen. Welcome, Rob Albanks. Thank you so much for coming in, Rob. Tokuma family from Saudi Arabia. Welcome. Nightbot, stop being biased in welcoming Alex. Look at the Nightbot is so biased in welcoming Alex here. All hail Alex, our founder and king of all. Really? Really? Somebody is Alex. You're overusing Nightbot. To call your name out. And then I'm just passing through for a few minutes. I'm having lunch on the road. No worries, is Easy Thomas. Teshu Gaming, Pranam. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, he's on the app. And then, yep, I'm up to date on messages. So, PMC, welcome. Thank you so much for honoring this invite. Really nice to see you.
How's it going?
How have you been?
Doing all right.
Are you feeling better? You had this bug, that has been bugging you for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better.
Nice. You even sound better. You sound better because last week when you were at your live stream, you kept on having that. I was worried for a minute. You'll not be able to hear, but it's nice to see you. Hey, we already have questions coming in here, fast and furious. So, do you think it's a spiritual, emotional, mental, and energetic burnout, Goga? It's a good question. Let me start because these are a lot. PMC will definitely tackle this as well. Tell Uncle Ray send my shirts, OG. OG is always fun. Let me see. I need to just highlight a few things. Yoga, why are you not dancing today? I can't dance, OG. OG, we're not having a party, so I can't be dancing. We'll be dancing on 10th of May. 10th of May, we'll be having a party. And then I'm beginning to realize how much is energy and emotional in this world when we take on so much. Yes, it's all connected. Bad Files, nice to see you. Bad Files, welcome to the live. Thank you, Goga. Alisa says, yes. Man's like a kill. How you doing, brother? Thank you so much for popping in. Hey, everybody in the chat from Little Ridge Farm. That is Mark. Mark is an amazing content creator as well. He does live stream with their daughter. It's always so beautiful when you see them seated there on the live and just chilling. It's always very nice. And then Lady Kenzie again from Kentucky. Welcome to my space. I really appreciate your presence here, Lady Kenzie. Please leave me a comment on one of my shorts before you leave the show so that I can check you out tomorrow. It's always easier for me to follow up. And Rob is saying, thank you, is easy and same to you. With me on the panel is someone who is not really a stranger. PMC graced our show last year. It was sometime last year when we were talking about mental toughness, especially in this particular space. And a lot of what has gone under the bridge. A lot has happened. People have been making transitions. A lot of things are happening, especially in the space we live in. And when PMC actually say that when I'm ready and he'll be more than happy to honor my invite to come back to the panel, and I'm so glad he made it here. And that's why he's here. He's going to help me share with us this delicate topic because he's intentionally taking a break, and he's always very vocal about it on his community posts. And I wanted us to have this conversation on burnout, especially when it comes to. I know PMC is going to tell you he's not on social media. That's one thing. Yes, but when it comes to this space we are in, most of us are content creators. Most of us even consume the content, even if you may not be making the content on YouTube. And at some point, you always feel like you no longer have the energy. You just something just feels off. You can't even come up 100%, and it's very normal. It's very normal, and that's why I wanted us to have this conversation today. So without further ado, I'm going to give you a chance just say hi to you guys, welcome you guys to the show, and then we can start our conversation. Welcome, PMC. Sorry, I'm done with my noise making. My ceremony welcoming people.
How's it going? Chat, mega love, shout out to everybody.
Mega love and shout out to you. So first thing first, there are a lot of new faces who didn't meet you last year. So maybe just a quick introduction on who is PMC, where is he from, what is his life philosophy, anything.
Well, for starters, I'm a farmer. I'm Puerto Rican. I live here in Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm more of a supporter than content creator. That's how I built my brand on here. And I've started this back in 2018, and it's been interesting. So that's pretty much to give you a summary about me, because there's really nothing else. But you got questions, I have answers, so don't be afraid to ask me nothing.
I love that. He says, you got questions, he has the answers. And PMC, the first question you someone asked there, that is Heather. Heather is based in the States. So she's asking, do you think burnout is spiritual, emotional, mental, and energetic? That's a very deep question. As
I think if I'm not sure if she's asking you or me, because I see a name after the question.
Yeah. No, she had not seen you because I not put you up on the panel. So I want you to weigh in, and then I will also give my 2 cents about it.
I think it could be a blend of all of those, because this is extremely demanding of you, and that's why I say, when I've always said, for me, this is more of a hobby, because I'm just too busy outside of this to really devote full time to this, but I don't try to discourage nobody. Like I said, the first time I was up here, for me, I think it's best not to get stressed out, because you're juggling a series of things outside of this too that require most of your attention, if not all of it. And that's why I tell people, I think if there was a little bit more understanding and compassion for self, and others too, you might traverse this game a little bit easier. And it's helped me do that, because I've been taking breaks and spending less time off here, because too much of anything could be unhealthy, even if you do have a productive sense of mind within. So I try to balance it, and I just took 2 breaks in between to kind of help me reassess how I scour through this grind, and reinforce some of my beliefs that I've had, when I started this.
Nice. And I like that because it's a very real thing that regardless of however strong we may think we are, it normally sometimes gets to that point where you know um boundaries become very key. Sometimes, I think when we are making content, especially in this space, I will speak on YouTube, but to those guys who are busy on Instagram, Facebook, and they're listening to us, this is a way social media can be very draining. And I think for me, I look at it in all respects in terms of mentally, spiritually, emotionally, because that's literally the entire makeup as a human being, and even the energy. Because I've not been on YouTube for the last, I think a number of you have not seen me on YouTube for the last 3 or 4 days, because I think I was just done for a bit and I needed to just take that break from last week. And it was, I didn't have the energy. I could be on live streams, yes, but I didn't even want to talk because I just felt like I'd given so much and I needed to recharge before I come in this particular space. So I look at it in terms of all these four aspects that you raised, Peter. I don't know if there's any other question. Let me just check the chat real quick. Um, PMC, tell us about your break. I know you've been on a series of break, and I know the other 1 month ago you gave a very alarming community post. You said you're leaving YouTube in the year 2024, and when you leave this space, you have other things that you'll actually take up and stuff. How is that coming along, and what informed such a radical decision?
I mean, I think for me, it's still on the table. It's still in thought. Now, I'm not contemplating it because I have other responsibilities that demand that of me. Providing. So, like I said, outside of this is more important. I think sometimes, I've had this conversation on my channel too, that you get caught up in so much of something you forget what outside of it's like. And that's what I mean about not letting anything consume you. Within the same statement, I'm not trying to discourage nobody here, because sometimes people misinterpret what you say and you have to clarify, so there's no room for misquotation. And that's why I say, no matter what I decide, I'm happy for where I've gotten it, especially being primarily a supporter. I'm almost at 4K subs. I'm monetized, but I don't do this for monetary gain because that's what I go to work for. But that's just a personal thing. Like, I don't knock anybody's hustle. It's just that I've always told people, do this, but don't devote your entire time for this, because then you miss out on other activities that you possibly could have the same type of fun in. And for me, I don't do anything outside of YouTube social wise because I really don't have the time for it.
Percent. I want to just I just want to divert a bit from YouTube, and I'm more curious about, you're not you don't you've told me before, and you've told us on the Lions Den, and that's why I'm putting you at as the CEO of the Lions Den. So guys, if you don't know what the Lions Den is, because let me just hide this message. You can see down there on PMC headline, I've said is the host of the Lions Den. That's the name of his live stream shows. They're normally very nice, laid back conversations he's having with the supporters and anybody else who comes into that particular space. And there's just a way PMC normally handles his live stream. It's a very disciplined, it's a very respectful kind of a space. You can't really bring in any BS in that particular space. You'll be called out in a very nice way. In a very nice way, I must admit. Um, in one of the Lions Den episodes, I know you've always been very vocal. You don't have social media presence. In a world where like everybody seems to live in that particular space, how do you navigate being off social media, especially mainstream social media like Instagram, Facebook, the TikToks, the whatever. And because I know the one point of contact we have is your email and PMC. Even when you are setting up this show, we had to set it up on YouTube, on live stream. So he was on my live stream, I was on his live stream, he was on my live stream until we set it up and we agreed on a date. So there was no like communication off the platform. So how do you navigate not being on social media, especially when FOMO is real, especially in the world we live in?
I mean, it's never really stood out to me of any interest. Even if I had time to flex, for that, it's just never really interested me, because I've learned through observance of what other people have experienced on here. And and I'm not a pessimist, but I'm gonna give it to you straight. Like, I have seen things on here that I feared, because I don't want to be a victim of that. So it's kind of like you have a private life for a reason, protect your privacy. Be careful what you voluntarily address online or tell about yourself, your family, your location, whatever, because people do want to get in your business, and sometimes what you put out, you get backlash for it, even if it's positive. And that's why I say, I'm very protective of my privacy. I don't bring my family on here because I've seen other people do that and they want to genuinely share things, but then their life ended up having problems because of that. And I'm not gonna force any family members who don't want to be on camera to come up here. That's me not being considerate for them. So like I said, um the Lions Den is basically just, it's not conceptual, it's just us talking about, everyday life things on here. You can contact me through my Gmail, but social media is just not for me. And I think that's kind of what makes me different in a sense. I'm separating myself from a circle because that's the world today. Most people I talk to, you don't have Instagram yet? No, I don't have any of that. And I never have. So, like I said, I like to learn and watch others and see how their situation plays out because it hasn't even occurred to me as a thought. I'm gonna go and make an Instagram account today. That doesn't come to me. It just doesn't. I have no interest in it.
Absolutely. I like you have a very nice comment from Rob. Rob Albank says, and Rob was on live earlier. God first, family second, money third in that order. Dope. Yeah. So that's Rob's take. Steve, how you doing, Steve? Steve is amazing. Steve is in Spain. He lives in the mountain. He actually abandoned. He doesn't live in the. He doesn't live in a house. He lives in a bus, which is on up the mountain, and you can see like the Spanish, village down, from where he lives. It's like so cool. And he also like is very true to his. He's very direct. He can be very direct. I've been on his space, and I like how he's very direct, and he's living his life, unapologetically. And I think he really probably resonates with what you just said there. Um, uh, One thing just I just want to follow up, and I like what you said is you're more of a supporter than a content creator. When did that
Yes, sir.
transition happen? Because I know there was a shift onto YouTube. Sorry, I came onto YouTube after you. You got in 2018. I got in 2020. So you had accumulated like some very sufficient experience on YouTube. Um, I know we did. You used to have like regular videos. You had a schedule and things like that. What made the transition into being more of a supporter than a content creator, and how did that happen?
I started out as a supporter. I didn't have no videos posted, and like after the first year, I finally started doing streams slowly, and then I started kind of dabbling to see what I put out. I don't do any edits. I just give it to you straight. I'm not into the
Yeah.
fancy editing and none of that. I mean, it's cool, but it's just not. It doesn't fit me. That's not me. And and I understand. People are attracted to who goes to work for that, but it's just not my thing. And I'll explain it to you. If you are interested in connecting, that's cool. But I'm not gonna sell you a promise and say I'm gonna catch every video. I will try to support you the best way I can. I've learned anything that I touch on or talk about is strictly from experience through this. And I've gained some, I've lost some, and those who no longer support me for personal reasons, I still love them. I don't know how to hate nobody. So anything regarding drama, I just don't get into that on here. But as far as the transition go, it just occurred like through encouragement because people were like, in order to really get to a predicament on here, you have to post some videos, even if it's a short, bro. Understand? So it's been interesting like that, but at the same time, it's still I'm still a supporter at heart. Like I don't like it takes me months to post because I just really don't have the time like that. So when I do post,
I
I
know.
just can only hope that the people enjoy what I post. But I can't see the chat, so hello to everybody in here. And if
Okay.
you're interested, like I said, I'm more about philosophy.
All right.
That's my thing.
Okay, guys, if you have any questions for PMC, because yeah, the good thing you can ask him anything, and he's very good. And I told you, you saw in my community post, I said he's my smart friend. So when you have my smart friend on the panel, you can ask him anything, and he'll answer to the best of his, ability and knowledge. I like what you said about edits and stuff because I know when you used to post your the Tai Chi moves and everything, it was like very raw. Like it was a very raw video, but the point was made. The movement it is food or whatever you are sharing. There's just something very raw about the content you shared. And editing is normally one of the points when that leads to burnout, especially on a space like YouTube, because editing takes so much time. And I know I've scratched my head. I know I've had sleepless nights when I was editing videos, especially when I was doing the 90 days challenge. And it's one of the biggest headaches that people have, and that's one of the things that can actually now make you run away and stop no, stop making content on YouTube itself. And also the other thing you said about being a supporter, and I like what you said about you can never be. I mean, your PMCs, I think, is only like, I think he only needs 10 people to get to 4K in a bit. I think around that much probably. He has about less than 100 people to get to 4K. If I was to do my maths right. There is no way, and it is not even humanly possible for PMC to be checking out all the 4,000 people who are dropping premiers every single day. It's just not practical. He's a farmer, he has a job, and that is one thing most people don't understand, because you go into spaces like YouTube and people are like, PMC, you didn't watch my video. Why? I always come to your channel. I always come to your lives. People just get so worked up about it. And it's just PMC. Like, I mean, how do you like, what kind of advice do you advise this? Because most people expect you to be on their premiers. Most people expect you to catch all the uploads. Is it something that is humanly possible? And that is one element and one limb of burnout for sure.
I think that I just give it to him straight in the sense that, I'm not gonna promise you that, because I think that's where you kind of shoot yourself in the foot. If you tell somebody I'm gonna catch every video, every like, and then for me, I have a conscience. I feel a slight sense of guilt, because the more that you grow, it's almost as if it's drifting you apart from people you're really close with on purpose, and you really have no control over that, because that's how it is. Like I feel like for me, the earlier that I started this, like early on, back when I had 1K, that was like the best time of my life on here, when I was like heavily active. But as you grow and see how much, it's not even about difficulty, I think. I just feel like the more demanding of you this becomes, the harder it gets. And then you start not to have the same sense of excitement. At least I'm speaking for me in this case. I'm just saying that, it's cool to expand, but also sometimes you're like, there wasn't that much demanded of you back then when you were coming up. Like I can still reflect on small YouTuber support, which you don't really see anymore. And
That's true.
you guys gotta grind now, and then YouTube is really increasing the pressure because the algorithm's constantly changing. So, I think it's best you just take it in stride. Now for those coming up, unfortunately they won't get to experience how it was for us, you understand? And then some people like instantly grow, and once they blow up, like monetization, that's a whole nother thing, you understand? Because it's about audience retention, and expanding your audience isn't easy. People really have to be interested in your streams in order to stick around. But like I said, even for those who don't support you anymore, you should love them too, just because you had their interest at one point. That's why they subbed you in the first place. So that's how I look at them.
100%. 100%. And I like that, because I miss, and I always admit this, and I was telling even Latoya this. And by the way, Lefty is saying hi to you. Lefty is saying hi to you. Rob is saying hi to you there on the chat. They're so
Salute,
happy to have
brother.
you here. And the best days were those days when you're trying to get those milestones, because you kind of knew everybody. You kind of knew everybody. They are the best hangout places. You could literally, but as you grow, I also have that fear. Like the more I grow, the more I keep on growing the community, the more I'm struggling. Like I can tell I'm struggling. There's a time people used to make fun of me, like, Goga, how do you know everybody who comes on your live stream chat? Because like I had so much time, because I could know their countries, I could know their families, I could know that they have a dog. And then when they come on the chat, I'm like, hey, hey Kenzie, how is Kentucky? How is your daughter doing today? Like those kind of things. And people are like, how do you even know like Kenzie has a daughter and everything? And I'm like, because it was so easy back then. But then as you continue growing, as these numbers, keep giving you that pressure, it gets in the way. Life kind of gets in the way. That's for sure. That's for sure. You have a comment here. Let's see. Wait. Did I get it? Yeah. So Ether here was saying that she closed all her social media accounts except for YouTube. So she only focuses on YouTube. So you have, I think, somebody there who literally shares your a similar space. And then there's a comment here: protect the family and the tribe. People will hurt you. Hmm. That's true. It's a space where there are a lot of people and they're different. They're different. They're different people. People come here also with very different intentions, and sometimes it can lead into some you know that bit of moment. And then I think Shita here says, I don't put my daughter's face and photos on YouTube until, yeah, now she's my angel. Oh, sorry about it. I thought I saw Lira there. Hi, Lira, how is South Africa? Welcome to the live. Um, Kenzie says, yep, like me, I don't know what means. I shouldn't tell people about me. It's none of their business, and YouTube can be toxic. Um, yep, that's what I think he was saying earlier. Let me just see real quick, guys. If I'm a bit slow, just scream at me with capital letters and stuff. So I'm just scrolling through these messages. PMC is very good at reading his charts. When you go to his live stream, when you go to the Lions Den, he just looks like he's chilling there. Me here, I'm struggling here fighting with the charts and everything. Like, it's always very interesting. PMC, how do you do it? Give us like some tips. How do you see every message?
Because everybody has something important to say. Even if I mean, because it's not for me to disagree or
Yeah.
agree. I'm not trying to create a combative atmosphere. I think everybody's opinion matters to me because it helps circulate the conversation. Like if it was just one perspective, then there would be no point in me, going live. And I've had conversations where some people felt uncomfortable, but I always try to reassure them that this isn't to disrespect you in no type of form. You have to address that. And I pray. I'm heavy on spirituality. And before I go live, I always say, please, dear Lord, guide my mouth because I don't want to say something to offend anybody. That's not the aim at all. But if they felt like that, I always tell them what you have witnessed. If I said something out of pocket to you, I'm sorry. Like I can apologize to you like a man, but that's kind of the thing on here or any social platform for what we witness. Every conversation is not gonna always have everybody laughing because certain things do need to be addressed. And one thing I'm not really a fan of doing is addressing drama because it doesn't surround me. That's not my type of energy. If the energy's not potent, I'm not present. That's kind of how I move. And for any other stream, I always say live streams are like the weather. There's a different type of climate, there's a different type of energy. Everything's not for everybody. And remember, you can't go no place you weren't invited in the first place. So I keep that in mind. Like if I see some kind of energy where it's crazy, I may just decline. Like I'm not gonna go in there because that it doesn't match my energy. But at the same time, that's not me saying, well, that live stream's terrible. Because again, you understand, Gogo, that you have to clarify what you mean because sometimes people misinterpret
Every
what
single
you're
time.
saying, then it's a whole misunderstanding, and then now it's an argument that never needed to happen in the first place. So I just try to let people know from the jump, hey, this is just my perspective on what we touching on.
Awesome. You have a very nice comment there from Heather. Heather says, excellent view and keeping it real. Thanks for sharing, Proud Mixture. Yeah, you can call him PMC. And if you want to check out PMC's house so that you don't miss an episode of the Lions Den, you can just type PMC on the chat. Nightbot will drop his house. Queen Whitney, I see you there. Thank you so much for coming in. Social media is also an addiction, 100%. And PMC, this one I'm sure you'll agree from your training. There are some of these things that what what you give so much energy sometimes can become an addiction. And this is actually what also happens to spaces like this, be it social media and be it YouTube. I'm just going to steer directly, and I know you are a very great supporter because I see you everywhere pretty much, at least when you have time, because you are a farmer, you're also busy, you have a sense of duty, you have to do what you have to do. But I've seen you very supportive. Um, and it's always like some great thought to catch your live streams occasionally when I have a moment, despite our time zones, because you are all the way in Puerto Rico, I'm in Kenya, you're waking up, it's evening here. I was very curious about the live streams because you've done a lot of them, you've spent so much time in them, you drop a lot of wisdom in this live stream. How comes you never keep them in archive? Like, how comes they're never accessible? I've always been curious just to ask that.
I have a lot of them. Some of them are just private, and I don't watch my own videos. I don't watch my own live
I
stream
know.
because I leave. At once I made a statement, I believe you kind of leave it in your wake. Like if I do leave YouTube at the end of the year, it'll be there. If I decide to keep the channel up, and it's kind of just there to for me to, or anybody who didn't get to know me or support me during the time I was active, that's there, and either they're gonna disregard it or appreciate it. One thing to keep in mind through this is you cannot please everybody. I have said things that some people didn't like, and it wasn't even that it was offensive. It was just like they felt I was preaching, and that's kind of the problem too. Like, when is it all right to be honest out here? I ask myself that question every day because you don't have to be negative in your delivery, but you could be a joyful person, strictly positive, and you question yourself like, what did I say wrong? And that's why I think sometimes people shoot down your confidence. Not me per se, because I'm very confident. It's just, when is it all right to address truth? Because you're gonna get backlash for being honest. That's kind of how this thing works. And that's a huge problem that I'm not a fan of out here. And that's what also is another huge reason why I don't do other socials, because I know what exists on here exists 10 times of that elsewhere. And no matter where you go, like, people who leave YouTube and go to TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, the
Yeah.
pastures aren't always greener elsewhere because there's parameters. And no matter what you say, it's restrictions. So you just have to be careful with what you say. And no matter how you say it, you're always going to ruffle somebody's feathers. So ask yourself, when is it all right to be honest?
Okay. There's an interesting comment here. I hope no one is on YouTube 24/7. That's a good one. And then RX Nails, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for popping in. Fabulous Aunt, nice to see you. There's a comment I think I just lost. Hold on. Balance is everything, 100%. LS, nice to see you as well. Kaz, I'm so sorry about your channel. Kaz, so sorry about your channel. What happened? Who hacked your channel? Yeah, because Kaz and PMC, maybe you can weigh in on this. So Kaz channel is one of those channels that when you go there, she kind of has that disclaimer before you watch any video. That
Uh-huh.
are you sure you really want to da 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 da? And the other day when Kaz was on my live stream, I was asking Kaz, like, Kaz, how comes you always have that disclaimer and your videos are not exactly violating the community guidelines? And she just said that there are people who have been very negative and they've been trying to attack her on her own channel. So now when I see Kaz is saying that her channel was hacked and that's why she had to start like a new channel here. I guess this is what you're talking about. Sometimes you find a lot of toxic people even on spaces like YouTube. And what has been your experience on this? And what is normally like the best way of handling these particular things? Because at the end of the day, we are human beings. I'm sitting on a live stream here. Somebody comes and says something very negative here. I may react in a certain way. Just that I know I can measure my reaction. But there are people who will just literally it may affect the host on the other side. So how do you balance this? For lack of a better word, these weird people may pop in on a live stream chat, for example, and just try to like derail everybody else.
You have to keep going forward no matter what happens. I had somebody take one of my old profile photos, crop it out, and made an account with my name as it is. And I didn't get
Yeah.
discouraged because I'm like, that's kind of what we subject ourselves to. And YouTube has options to report it, right? Yet they permit it. And I don't think it's a problem if we call out why we're on here in the first place, right? YouTube does permit it because drama does make money. And
Yep.
I'm not trying to be negative about it. It's just that this is what everybody's a victim of, because I mean we subject ourselves to it. There's nothing else you can do about it. And I saw that and I wasn't discouraged because I'm like, either that's immaturity or that's appreciation in a weird sense, because I don't want to be anybody else. I'm not gonna take their profile photo or do something with it and pretend to be them. I'm comfortable in my own skin. But a lot of times, I gotta say about the trolling thing, that's on all these platforms, Goga, and I've never personally experienced too many trolls. uh for the ones that did appear, they were gone just as quick as they came, because I always say, for me, I like to use psychological warfare. I don't respond to something I can't see. and I can't talk to what's faceless. So it's a ghost as far as I'm concerned. I'm not gonna give energy to it because, like, even hate comments, everybody gets them. You know, I've had one or two here and there throughout the years, and I didn't respond because I'm like, a response is gratifying what they want, and that gives them the room. Oh, I mess with your mental. You have to be mentally strong. And I'm not saying people who respond are not. It's just that, you know what, don't waste your time with that because we're all on borrowed time. And like with, I believe in balance with options. I'm not going to waste my time speaking to somebody that I'll never see and I don't even know. So God bless them.
I love it. You bless them. Raquel, nice to see you. Congratulations on your monetization. I know. We've been struggling to help Raquel get there. Congratulations on the milestone. Raquel is Cottonwood Ranch, guys. Sorry, sometimes I call people by their name and not their channel. Yeah, she's based in Canada. She's an amazing woman. She runs a whole ranch up there with horses and stuff. We call her the Great Queen of the North. It always feels like she's on a Game of Thrones episode or something. Minus, minus the wolves. But anyway, close enough. Congratulations on your monetization, Raquel. This was. I'm glad. I'm glad you got it. I told you that you'll be home and dry by this week. So I'm glad you're actually there. Once again, congratulations. I don't know if anybody has any question for PMC because otherwise we are just having a conversation. We'll just keep winging it. Dear Dana, and I will ask, Dear Dana, welcome to the live. Dana is the one who made me love that music that I normally play when I'm coming on live stream. You know, they played it. Yeah, you owe it to Dear Dana, also based in the United States. Um, Let me just rush quickly. I say that there's any question. Uh, I think I'm only going to do premiers now. Thank you, Goga, for telling me that. Oh yeah, that was something I think we were discussing about your premiers for the private. That's nice to see you. Um, September 2021. Let me see what Steve is saying. Da, da, da. We viewed talk panels. I had past appearance. Da, 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 myself. Okay. I like that. Monetization is not for me. I like testing rules. And yeah, maybe this is a curious question to those of you because we are talking about monetization. PMC, what made you like so what made you opt out of that partnership?
Could you repeat that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I disappeared there for a bit. People are talking about monetization on the chat. So I'm just curious. What made you, I know you're a monetizer, so what made you opt out of the YouTube partnership? Which is the money, aka monetization. For people who want to understand better.
I knew, like, because I read look, Goga, I read the guidelines 5 times before I started the YouTube journey, right? So when I saw everybody, like, try to get monetized, I saw everybody going for it. It gave me some
Yeah.
inspiration. Like, maybe I should try to see what happens when you get monetized, right? Because it's like a
Yeah.
vacation, right? But then once you get monetized, it's like you go right back to work and you're like, oh man, this is really work. Even if you're doing it as a hobby, you you gotta maintain staying with the audience and keeping your watch hours up, and posting a lot of original content, because if you don't, YouTube's going to demonetize you, which is a huge problem. So I look at it like that in a humorous sense. But once again, I mean, I always tell people, even though I feel a specific way, anybody who's asked me, is monetization worth it? I say for me, it's just an interest. It's kind of a hobby, but I would tell you to go for it, because I wouldn't want to kill nobody's dreams. Shoot for the stars. Tell them you can do this, but it depends on how driven you are. So, like I said, monetization is cool, but you're not gonna get rich. You have to either be 100K or a million subscribers in order to. It takes 100K just for you to get that plaque. So, like I said, if you are interested and you are just starting this, you get monetized, and then you'll be able to give your perspective, and see if it's for you or not.
Okay. Let me see. Dear Dana says I try to keep my channel very positive. That's very true. Away from the drama. Yeah, Dana is very positive, by the way. I get a lot of hate for speaking about addictions. Um, what will the advice hit on this PMC? What I've just highlighted on the chat on the screen. be able to see it there. Did I get lost? Did you catch me?
What's that, brother?
Oh, can you see like the message on the chat? Hithaye says that I get a lot of hate for speaking about addictions.
No,
Um,
I understand. Yeah, I see that. I mean, no matter what type of content you put out, like there's gonna be some that appreciate it and some that hate it. For me, again, I don't know what it's like to hate somebody because I can't hate somebody that I don't even know. I don't know nothing about you. I'll learn about you, and even then, through this experience, we don't even personally know each other except if you met somebody in person. So I feel like this, it doesn't pay no dividends to hate because that's gonna drain you more than it does who you hate. And they're gonna go on and prosper while you just hate them for that. Like so trust me, it's not worth it. Yeah, hate is a virus. And like I said, it does a lot more self damage than damage who you intended to. And like I said, that's just not for me. That's why you said, Yoga, you understand that even being a guest in a Lions Den for the time you have, you understand. I look at it like
yeah.
if it was something with me, then the people that you constantly see in my stream wouldn't keep coming back. And I'm not paying them to co-sign what I say or vouch for me. They're just doing that on their own free will. So like I said, if you're a problematic person, I believe you attract problems. That's what I believe.
I like I like that. That's very blunt. That's very blunt. Blunt. But it's very true because even the people, yeah, your tribe, yeah, you always get your tribe on these YouTube streets. You'll always find your tribe eventually, and I totally agree on that particular point. Amorit is saying hi to me. How are you doing, Amorit? Thank you so much. Um, Dear Dana says, yes, that is the truth. The drama channels make all the money. Yeah, the drama channels. Oh, goodness. Thank, thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. Ricky has to step back to work. Thank you so much, Ricky, for that. The drama channels always make the money for sure. 100%. 100%. Let me see. I don't pay attention to Hollywood actors or any of that. It's all distraction. And then, okay, these are congratulations. Congratulations to that. Um, Amen, Lady Spell. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. I'm busy planting real seeds. Uh, Winter is always coming. Raquel is making up because I say she's the great queen of the north. Like winter is always coming. Okay, good one. Good one. Good comeback. Good comeback there, Raquel. Good comeback there, Raquel. Um, okay, Steve. Steve, if you have any question, just drop it out, and then I'll be able to catch it. I'll be able to catch it. Okay, no worries, Steve. Um, yeah, Steve lives in the as I said, he lives in the mountain. He doesn't have electricity. The only close thing he has, he said, he uses solar and stuff. And I'm just like, he lives in a very natural. It's very zen. It's very zen when he's up there in the mountain. It always looks very cool. It always looks very cool. Thank you so much, Zelen. Zelen is also a nurse based in Singapore. She has to go back, I guess. Yeah, it's very late in Singapore. I think she has a night shift or something. Thank you so much, Zelen. I really appreciate that. Nolly, hoy! How you doing, hoy? Nolly's in the building. Thank you so much for popping in. Isi Ivey, welcome to the live. Nice to see you. Amorit TV, welcome and congratulations on getting back your channel. Amorit had lost his channel, PMC. Like, YouTube decided to punish him for like a couple of days. And then I think they returned it back after a week. And yeah, they had really slaved for it. Really slaved to get that channel back. Um, I like what everybody's talking about monetization. I will talk about this. I will address this in the next 2 weeks because I'll be celebrating 1 year as a YouTube partner, and I want to give my thoughts, very honest thoughts on getting monetized, my expectations, the reality, and my future going forward. But PMC said something here. I have a job, um, and YouTube has taught me to manage my expectations. But I know before then, everything I was doing was monetization. But after monetization, I had to balance my my expectations, and it comes very naturally. It will teach you that very naturally. Um, okay, I love doing what I do. I make reactions and mukbangs and reviews reviews and gaming. That's nice to know, Kenzie. That's so good. Kenzie from Kentucky. Um, all right. I'm waiting. So PMC, your plans to take a break from this space in 2024. I'm waiting for Ranita. Ranita is one of my channel members. She may pop in on the live stream at some point. Ranita took a break. I think you know Ranita because we're in the same family, Sanjay and everyone. So Ranita took a break from YouTube for like a whole year. Like she literally left. Like no word, nothing. She just like took a break for a whole year. She just came back to YouTube this year. And I keep on asking her anytime I go to a live stream, woman, like how did you like leave YouTube for a whole year? Like, and how did you survive? Like, what are you doing? Something like that. But I'm kind of interested in like, are you looking at this break as permanent, or is it just going to be temporary, just to be able to reset and come back?
I'm not sure because I had done that prior. I had done
Yeah.
that. I had taken a year off YouTube, like before I met you, like when after the first year, I had lost an aunt, and I'm a Hurricane Maria survivor. So the thing is,
Yes, I remember.
regarding that, that's what shifted me to take a break, and it's easy because at the end of the day, like there's gonna come a time in the future, right, where there may not be any social media, period, and then it's going to make you reflect on what it was like before social media even was a thing in the world. See, I tend to think backwards and forwards because it coincides, right? Like, remember, there was a time you didn't have a laptop, you didn't have a
Yeah.
smartphone, these things didn't exist. You came up with none of this in your possession, right? So that's the shift in how things are now. And I always say, for me, it's easy. I would tell everybody, hey, I need to I need my space. It's not personal because some people do get upset. They feel like I don't want you to leave, but that goes back to the consideration factor. Like sometimes on here too, like back when monetization parties were a thing, because I don't really see them too much anymore. When
Yeah.
people were getting monetized, man, and if you didn't show up, they would get mad. Like you didn't come to my monetization party and things of that. So, and I understand, they wanted your support, but at the same time some of them weren't considering a position. Some people could be in the hospital, they could be deceased, they could be dealing with a family crisis. Like everybody on here has a life outside of this, and that's why I tell you guys over on my end. I'll never take this personal and be upset at somebody if they can't catch my chat, but I also keep it realistic. Like there may come a time where some of those thorough guests won't want to be a part of the Lions Den because they're like, well, PMC, it ran its course. It was cool at first. Now it's kind of dragging. It's getting boring. And I can't get offended by that because they have a right to their opinion. You understand? As long as you understand,
Yeah.
that's how you have to understand before you understand. And like I tell them every day when I do go live for the days that I do, like don't apologize to me because y'all don't owe me nothing. And remember, without you, there's no me. And I wouldn't have gotten to this point without y'all. And I see so many people blow up and then disregard the subs that contributed to their rise, and I think that's wrong because I mean it's kind of showing you how you can call somebody your day ones when you don't treat them like that, and I've been a victim of that. Not that it offended me, it's just kind of like, well, success means more to them than the people that helped you get there, and the same people you see coming up are the same ones you see coming down. So God bless them.
I like psychedelic is asking, what did you ever do without smart devices? That's a very reflective question, for sure.
Well, yeah,
That's a
I
very
mean
reflective.
that goes back to before you had a computer or a tablet, we had pagers back in our day. Pagers, beepers. And even before that, as a kid, you had either blocks, you had
Yeah.
Play-Doh. Little girls had Barbie dolls, and they would play house and dress up. You didn't have none of that, man.
Yeah, and she's saying that the kids used to play outside. I don't know PMC about your experience there in Puerto Rico, but nowadays, like I know in Kenya here, we no longer have the playgrounds. Like that's just the reality of the reality of the world. Kids nowadays, of course, it will just be like very simple games. Nowadays, people are very people isolate themselves. Even families really isolate themselves. We no longer have playground for kids. Kids are playing these games, of course, on phone and stuff like that. So I think, yeah, I totally agree with this one.
Yeah.
Kids used to play outside. Yeah, keep this quickly outside. And then Rob says we actually did things ourselves before smart devices. 100%. And then yes, people need to learn how to have real communication. Do people even know how to speak face to face for real? And I like it because I think that's what PMC was alluding to earlier about, if trolls come there and people are just being negative on the chat, you're ghosts to him because you people, I can't put a face to you people there and you're just being negative. And I think this is a very good this is actually a very good point dear Dana is actually dropping, that we need to have real communication. Um I can never, and PMC, I think you said earlier, like when you say that before you do a live stream, you pray that, your words don't end up. My biggest fear when I'm coming on live stream, and this one I'll tell you just, I'll just be very honest. My fear is always just make somebody feel bad, worse than they before they came into this space because of
Right.
what I just said, maybe consciously or unconsciously. Because people already dealing with a lot, they're coming from different parts of the world and they're here in your space, and I always feel like I'm responsible for whatever words that I utter and how they're it's going to build them and make them feel comfortable as while they're in this space, at least and while they're sharing my energy. That has always been my biggest fear. So I think I totally resonated with what you said about sometimes what we say. Um speak to when you are on YouTube. I think be kinder because I always say there's a human being on the other side. So speak to them as you'll speak to your a person or even if even strangers. You have to be kind to strangers, but I always say that it's not like it's a machine that is PMC there talking. He's actually a human being with a family, has a life going on. So I would actually speak to him just the way I would want to be spoken to, like in real life. I wouldn't look at it because we have this platform. We start being negative and stuff like that. So I think I totally resonate with that particular point. Um, there's something I think I missed. Hey Nora, how you doing, Nora? Sorry, I'm a bit behind on the chat. Saniki, nice to see you. Rob, I think you're blue, right? Lily, welcome, Lily. Lily, welcome. I was going to look for you on Instagram because you made me like let you know like when you actually gave me a responsibility to let you know whether PMC is in the building. So PMC is in the building, Lily. How was school? How was school? Let me see whether there's anything I may have missed. Uh, yeah, the Stock Explorer is Nora, such an amazing supporter as well. So you can check her out as well. And then someone say psychedelic says once upon a time people went camping. I've never gone camping. Let me just tell you. That's why I looked at you in a certain way. About camping. Let's have this conversation some other time. um, just kidding. Jambian Shiko, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for coming in. Good evening to you on the other side of the world. That is Saniki. That is Jamaica waking up. Yeah, and so forth. You guys are so nice on the chat. You're just like having your own conversations. I don't even feel like left out and stuff. You guys at least are being cordial. God's own family, welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you there. Thank you so much. Alisa, yeah, I think I'm up to date. Oh, Zelen. Oh, Zelen. Okay, got it. Blind guy, his wife, their life, welcome. Nice to see you. Blind guy says that, blind guy says like she doesn't think they've ever taken a break. And Lasha's journey, I was actually at Blind Guy. Blind Guy family was hosting Lasha's journey this evening. Lasha's has lost like a great amount of weight, so there was a whole conversation on nutrition around weight loss, and it was so beautiful, so beautiful. I was following that live stream before I came on the panel. Yeah, and I think and so forth. Guy, if you have any question, please do ask. Moments with Alice, nice to see you. I see you there. Moments with Alice, I saw you on your live stream earlier today. It was so beautiful, but I think you ended it, and I think I just came in, and I think it was coming to an end. So yeah, Alex says we send emails when it's time for dinner. That is true. That is true. That is true. And that takes me to PMC's next question. PMC, you said earlier something about one of the things you really do on YouTube is actually to establish those boundaries. You can never drag your family into this space and stuff like that. But you see content creators, YouTubers, people on social media, they end up dragging actually their families, even, I mean, it eventually sometimes happens. what is do you think is the best way of establishing boundaries, especially on a space like this? Um, because sometimes I think we tend to, and I can give a follow up question. Sometimes they also tend to overshare stuff on this particular space. There are certain things I will never answer on my live stream. People ask me sometimes very personal questions, and I always have to create, I have to establish a boundary. Like, no, this one I can't answer on live stream. This is They don't need to know that information, but I can answer this one because it will help somebody on the chat. How do you establish these boundaries, and how can you also just stop yourself from oversharing too much when you're in spaces like this?
Well, you always got to think before you answer anything. Balance with options. Don't contemplate. Don't think long because you tend to think wrong. And I always say worrying is like a rocking chair. You know, it gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you nowhere. So you have to be mindful before you say anything. And that's kind of the wave on here, like or any social platform. Like you have to respect the wishes of what others want and what they don't want. Like if somebody naturally wants to be hard or something, you gotta let them do that if that's what they want to do. And I don't believe in forcing or anything like strong arming on. Like that's why I say everybody's opinion is valuable to me in my streams, because I'm like, if I didn't get no feedback from my audience, then it would kind of make me forget why I'm even doing this. Like that's what helps a conversation circulate. And it can't just be one person's perspective, like the Q&A thing. And one thing that confuses me on here too is the reading hate comments videos, because I understand this is a form of entertainment, but you tell me this or it leaves me confused, because I'm like, if you really hated what your haters had to say about you, why would you gratify them satisfaction by reading what they think of you? Because I'm not gonna give them the time. I'm not gonna read something negative that they said about me. Like hate doesn't motivate me. Only God does that. And it's maybe that's just, I guess that's the difference in me, because I can't speak for nobody else. It's just that's one thing I'll never understand. Like haters are your biggest motivators, not for me. Hate didn't get me to where I'm at. Only peace did that. God did that. But and I'm not trying to preach to nobody. It's just that a negative aura doesn't mix with mine. You understand? So it's kind of like, on my end here, I just try to tell everybody the Lions Den has a place open for everybody. Everybody's opinion is valuable. And we don't have to get along, but you're gonna give me my respect and I'm gonna give you yours. That's how we grow, because that's how it works. And I've always said too, um, it's funny how you'll break something down and it's perceived as if you're talking in circles, but isn't that how foundations get built? Through detail. You don't take shortcuts to build something solid. You remember when I had that quote in my community tab about Jenga. Sometimes in your life, things have to fall apart before they become and be rebuilt that much stronger. People seem to forget that.
I love that. I love that. Atuba, nice to see you, Kingsley. Okay. And then welcome, Kingsley. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Then let me see. PMC, can you get an echo from your side?
I'm sorry, what's that?
No. Can you hear any echo from your end?
No, you're good.
I feel like I can hear myself. Echo. Guys, do you hear any echo, or is just in my head? Okay. Just confirm. Oh, Lily says I hear echo. Yeah. I don't know. Let me see. It's definitely not me. Let me see.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat, so so I
Oh,
don't miss.
can you see like PMC? Can you like click on what do you call it? What can I should be? You should be able to see the comments as they pop in. What can you see on screen? So, yeah, just click on that thing written comments, and then they'll all show up. Hey, Experience, how you doing? Wow, Experience, congratulations once again. Oh, okay. Hold on. PMC can hear me clearly, but there's an echo from. They say they can hear an echo. Let me see. PMC just
Yeah, I hear you
mute or
good.
beep. No, no. They hear an echo. Okay. And then I'm going to let me just leave and come back and see what that. Okay. It's gone. Perfect. Perfect. It's gone. It's gone. Is it?
Hello to
No.
all in the chat.
Sarah, you're saying the echo is still. Oh, the echo is still there. Why? It went for a bit. It went for a bit, but it's back. PMC can't hear it because we are it's like we're having a phone call, but you guys can hear it, and I can hear it in my ear.
Is it an echo coming from my end? Cause I'm not around any other device.
You have any? You have any like cab or something?
No, not around me. Nope.
Okay, cool. Let me fix this. The echo wants to follow you. Okay, PMC, let me leave you a bit. I'm just leaving the live stream for a bit, and then I don't know if you can see the comments.
All
And
right.
then I'm coming back in a bit.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Big love. Shout out to everybody here though. Check if there's a tab open from on your side, host. Is there an echo on my end? Alex, hello, how you doing? Blessings, experience, Lily, Rob, everybody in the chat who I missed.
Lily, I don't know why. Still there. Hey, is it there? Weird, weird. Okay, PMC, I've tried. I don't have any. PMC, can you like let me drop PMC, can you like leave the stream and then just come back briefly?
Yeah.
Uh okay. I don't have an echo, right? I don't know why. I don't know where it's coming from. Let me see. Let me just drop PMC the link. I hope he has it. Hey, Patrick Johnson, how you doing, Patrick? Thank you so much for coming in. Goga, 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 he says. Okay, let's get PMC back.
Yeah,
Now?
I don't know if can you hear an echo on my end?
Now we don't have an echo. Yeah,
Yeah,
now I
I
think it's
don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, now I think we are okay. So I don't know what happened. It was so Alex says now it was PMC probably. Yeah, because yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what, but anyway, we are now clear. We are now clear. I can't hear it in my ear, so we are good.
Right.
Don't ignore, fix it. Let me see. Rob, why are you gray? I thought I gave you like a jacket. Let me see. Rob Albank, sorry about it. You should now be fine. Okay, let me see. Unless I don't know whether anybody has any question for PMC. I don't know about you guys. Thank you so much for being nice on the chat. I really like how you are having your own conversations. I really feel like I'm not ignoring you. Thank you so much for that. I was saying congratulations, experience on getting your channel monetization back. That must have been very depressing, but I'm glad at least you got it. Goga, I would love to have Proud Mixture that was a guest if you would ever consider a crazy spiritual Southern woman create. Let me highlight it for him. Let me highlight it for him there. Where did that message go? So Dana and PMC you'll connect. You'll connect. I will give you you have to link up with him. I will definitely I've pinned his channel there, Dana, so you can just leave him a comment on one of the videos. He's very good at responding to comments. So just check out
Goga froze, I think.
Am I unfrozen? Yeah.
Dear Dana. Yeah, I'm down, dear Dana. I don't have a problem with that. You know, you could connect to me, and I could be your guest up there or whatnot, whatever you want to do. That's how we build. Just connecting. So, it's an honor to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Let me see. It was cool. No worries. Okay. No, thank you so much, Rob Banks. I really appreciate. Oh, yeah, it's gone. Thank you so much, Patrick. Patrick, I really appreciate that. Lily's asking you, PMC, are you not working today?
Am I not? What was the question? I'm sorry.
Are you not working today? Lily's asking. She thinks I'm
Oh no,
holding you
I
hostage
wasn't.
on the.
No, I wasn't because I
Oh,
had a doctor's appointment today earlier.
okay, okay, cool. Yeah. Lily, I can't hold PMC hostage. You would have told me that he has work. You know, PMC is always like direct. He always drops it as it is. Okay. Okay, my goodness me. Um, let me see. Amory, thank you so much. Dana says, now my sound has cut off. Jeez, love and blessings to all. No worries, Dana. But I hope you got PMC just responded. So just leave him a comment there and then you can set up your interview. The good thing your time zone and his time zone are very like they are very aligned. So it will work perfectly. Because Dana hosted me on her channel and I had to wake up at 4 in the morning to attend that interview with her. And it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Hey, Big Dog, welcome to the live. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for coming in. I really appreciate that, Big Dog. And guys, yeah, Nightbot has just told you can type Namaste in the chat. It will automatically share your house in case you don't have a quote. It's just an easier way of me helping. It's helping me manage the chat when I'm being lazy. Island Sisters, nice to see you. How you doing? How is the UK? How is the UK? How is the UK? Thank you so much for popping in. Experience, I'm glad you got your channel back. I'm glad you got your channel back. Yeah, because he's saying that yeah, 1 year without. Yeah, I know you work hard to get monetized and then you lose it and then now you have to work again, and not exactly not exactly the not exactly the best the best thing. um let me just let me ask guys real quick. I want to see the poll because I did a poll on this live stream or social media burnout. If you can see the poll, I want to see because for some reason when I'm on phone, I can never read these things. Let me just open a different tab because then the next question I will be asking PMC here is how do I manage burnout? I mean, if that is if the majority on the channel, let me see the percentages. Pixie, how you doing, Pixie? How you doing, Pixie? Pixie posts, how you doing, Pixie post? Passing through to say hello. Thank you so much, Pixie. Um, Hold on, I'm trying to look for the. So 75% of you have responded to the poll, and you say the 75% say they have experienced a YouTube stroke social media burnout. 6% of you say no, and then 19% of you are saying, what's that like? What's that like? So, so I guess the majority here are actually saying yes. 6% of you are saying no. 18% are like, what's that like? PMC, what will burnout look like on social media? Because I mean, you've taken breaks from this space. What will burnout like in essence look like, especially not just on social media, but also like spaces like YouTube? I decided to put social media for people who are not on YouTube because they said I always leave them out of the conversation.
I think burnout is, it kind of fuels like for whatever you stress on here about, it can start to affect whatever you do in your personal life. I can tell you guys honestly about what I was referencing earlier. I used to have a supporter, and the thing was about her, it started interfering with her family life because her daughter, her 9-year-old daughter told her on camera, "You're spending more time out here than you are with me," and that was tough to watch because I'm like, that's kind of an example of what burnout means. Like, you're spending more time with strangers, no disrespect to who supports you, versus your seed. And that's what I mean about that. Like, I think the best way to balance that out is to spend less time on here and find some flexibility with whatever you have to do with your day to day. And I had this conversation on Course Rep Corners chat last year. You know, shout out to that brother. And it kind of got heated with some people, not with me, but some people just will not accept the fact that you have stuff to do. They expect you to drop everything you have to do in order to just be on here all day long and support them, and you really can't. You know, just like people who will come in your streams for self promotion, but they're only there to do that alone and not support your wave. And that's why they say you have to give time. You know, time reveals truth. That's one of my favorite sayings, right? So you have to give a new face some time to kind of show their intentions, right? Because a lot of people intend to grow under dubious circumstances, and I can't respect that because patience comes to those who wait. Good things. So, far as burnout, I think the best way to balance is eat healthy, go connect to nature, um, meditate, do yoga, whatever it tickles your fancy interest. You have to disconnect to reconnect. It's okay to not be okay. That's something important to remember. So that's how you manage burnout, and that's just a suggestion.
I like that. Disconnect to reconnect. Disconnect to reconnect. But PMC's people here will tell you. Once I asked a content creator, why is it that you can't think of taking a break? And they were like, if I take a break, these people will leave me. I will not find them again. And I struggle so hard to build this this community. There's always an excuse that if you take a break and you come back, you won't find them. And and that's why I wanted Ranita here, because Ranita came back after she left. She's a big YouTuber, like she has over 14K and everything. And she left for a year. She came back and she still has a tribe intact. And people here will tell you that the biggest fear is, if I leave, my people will be gone. My people will be gone. So what will you be telling somebody? When you say disconnect, reconnect, and somebody will be like, but they'll be gone. They'll be disconnected. What will you tell them? Somebody who has that particular fear that these guys will be totally disconnected. And then this is also good. This is also a good point by Rosie. Rosie is from Ireland. Rosie says, I find I only watch too much when I have nothing going on in my life. Rosie doesn't create content, but Rosie, of course, consumes content. Rosie comes to spaces like us to consume content. So burnout will technically not just affect you as a content creator, but it also affect how who is busy consuming all this content when she has nothing to do. So I think that's also a great point. Um, yeah. And then there's a nice comment here. Always be authentic and bring value. Uh, while you are in your joy, everything else will follow. Facts, facts, facts. And actually, what is meant for you is already yours, says Pixie. Pixie, you're always so cool and positive and stuff. Yeah. Yes. So PMC, back to your question. Alicia agrees with what I'm saying, that yes, that's always crazy with growing content creators. We fear a break because they'll take the break and they won't find the people when they come back. So what will you tell somebody like this? Pixie, I learned that the hard way. Uh, then everyone needs a break sometime, Goga. Even you. I know, Patrick. I know, Patrick. I know. I know, Patrick. And that experience here says there's nothing wrong with taking a break. Okay, I like how you guys are reacting to it now. Okay, cool. How many of you have taken a break? Raise your hand. Use that YouTube hand, the pink one. Um, and how long was it? Kingsley has and let me just do a quick poll. I just want like for about a minute. How many of you have taken like a YouTube break? And give me an idea of how long it was.
I did. The longest that I did, I
Then
told you, was
experience
one
says
year.
yes. Sorry, PMC, I think I lost you. What were you saying? PMC, I lost your last sentence. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh no, no, I said the longest I took was 1 year, and it's okay. That
Ah,
goes
okay,
back to sometimes you just you really need to, because the mental health thing is something that's a problem too. Sometimes you can literally collapse because you feel yourself trying to do way too much, trying to please everybody. And when you're putting everybody before you got to also put yourself in there. I said something in Rob's stream earlier today. It's in my community tab, a latest post. Help me help you to help others, help yourself. You have to help yourself while helping others too. It can be balanced. It's what you choose to do. And sometimes the selfish nature within some people, not everybody, kind of disregards that. And, like I said, when you're selfish, you don't know compassion. And that's problematic too.
ah, I like what Lily's saying. Lily here says, Lily's one of my mods as well, by the way. That's why I gave up fighting. I just go and I can do so. I just go when I can, so that if someone doesn't hear from me for months, I don't take it to heart anymore. That's true. And then you take a break and I'll unsubscribe Goga. Alex, I shall not be threatened in my own live stream. Look at, yeah, you see now these are the people who normally make the content creators not take a break. Like Alex is like, if I go, he's going to like leave. Rob, 10 years. Sorry, Rob says I took a break for about a week. No, Rob, I saw I took a 10-year break and then I'm like, this is a 10-year break. Okay, Patrick, you're raising your Patrick. What? Patrick, you took a break. Patrick, have you ever like that is from YouTube? Because I know you're not a content creator. You don't like make post videos like the rest of us. Um, yes, experience. You can hold on. Let me just finish this, and then okay, Pix, I like what you're saying. Okay, you guys have taken a break. Gonna protect your mentals 100%. Empower yourself to empower others. That's actually my tagline. So right on. Okay. Guys have taken breaks. Guys have taken breaks. Okay, guys have taken break. I've taken a break for a month. I know. I especially during the festive season, I did take a break for like a month. I took a break for like a week. I've not been on YouTube streets for like about 4 days. But I do it very subtly. So I'll only pop in occasionally just to say hi to a few people, and then I move on. I don't even linger. I don't even linger on. Um, yeah. So okay, okay. Okay, Rob says, yeah, bro. Once I joined, I wasn't into all this stuff. Then I started getting a little money. I changed my attitude. Oh, wow. 10 years. That's pretty good. 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Um, okay. So you guys have taken breaks. You guys have taken breaks. And of course, you clearly agree that you all, I guess, agree you've also had that burnout moment. Um, so I want just to get an idea of, let's see, because PMC has talked about you have to protect your physical health, you have to look at your mental health. Um, Another thing, Pixie says that you have to look at, deal with stuff that inspires you. That was also another point I think I got from there. So what have been your strategies of managing burnout? So taking a break sounds like really top on the agenda, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. And I'm also looking at it in terms of, could it also be PMC? Do you think our upload schedule and video schedules will actually have an effect on us losing our minds on YouTube? Because I know there are people who pressure themselves to always be posting content. I have not been uploading content for the last 1 month. And I feel so relaxed because there's no pressure of editing. There is, I've just been really having the best time of my life. Because live streams don't involve much. I just need to come sit here and have a conversation with you. But when it comes to the uploads themselves, I tend to struggle there. And I know you talked earlier about how editing can be hard and you like giving the raw content. Um, I'm curious, people may be asking, do you have like a live, because I know you do live streams more nowadays. Do you have like a live stream schedule? And how do you curate your time around the content you put up at PMC? Prod Mixture, sorry.
for whatever time, like post work, because I work from 6 to 6. I'm a farmer, and that's an early schedule, a.m. to p.m. For what time that I do have, like I used to do live streams on weekdays around this time, but I can't anymore. Today was even why I'm able to be flexible for this because I'm off. And the thing is, I think that's the type of atmosphere YouTube has created, a peer pressure sense, where I understand, there's rules and there's gonna be a lot of changes being made, but it puts people in this mind frame where I gotta keep posting thoroughly. I gotta keep putting out content, and then you're not really letting people get to check one video. You're posting so much, and then you stress yourself out doing that, and then you already have people who post videos, right? Let's say you had a video posted up and it's only been maybe a week and it only got 50 views. That's discouraging
Yeah.
to a lot of people, because they want 300, they want 1K, they want that many views. That's why you see a lot more people are attracted to shorts than they are like a 30-minute vlog. Like I asked yourself,
That's
brother Goga, how many times have you honestly sat throughout a 30-minute vlog and watched it from point to origin? Because I've done it where I was able to. Other times I'll give it 5 to 10 minutes. I can't, lend my time to that. But I do tell them I'm gonna leave a rough draft as a comment because I pay attention to detail to let them know I actually did watch what you posted. Because how many comments a day do you see where people are like, "Oh, nice video, thanks for sharing. What did you like about my video?" You're not really telling me what you're glad that I'm sharing. You understand? And that's not to knock nobody here because but the comments are everywhere and YouTube recognizes that as a spam, like they're not commenting on nothing that has to do with the video. So I even, you know what? Since you mentioned my streams a couple years back, I had did one of my first streams and it had a 1K views. One guy left a comment. He's like, "It was a very great live stream," and I said, "Thanks, thanks for watching. What did you think was great about it?" And he said, "I don't know."
right.
So it's
Yeah,
letting me know he didn't really watch it. You can't tell me what you
absolutely.
thought was great about my video. I laughed though. I didn't get upset, but that's kind of what happens, man.
Okay. I like what Patrick says. Patrick says he had to leave for about a month. Just got caught up in it all. I have no content, but I know a lot of YouTubers. Yeah, so you see, it cuts across both ways because you have the non-content creators who are busy watching your content, and they are not YouTubers. You don't even need to watch. I don't need to go to Patrick's channel to watch any of his videos because he doesn't have a channel, but he's here to support. But even him, he needs a break from from this space. So that already gives you an idea. Um, and then that yeah, before they start really to get let your channel go. Yeah, this is true. What Rob is saying that yeah, if you don't post, if you take a break and then you don't post any single thing for 6 months, you actually lose your monetization. Thank you so much, good Joseph. Nice to see you. Good Joseph is prospering, guys. Good Joseph blew up. The algorithm favored him. He's now rich and famous, guys. He's giving interviews and stuff, and we are happy for him because he kept the consistency going. Good Joseph, nice to see you, bro. Thank you so much for honoring me with your presence. Yes, it's important to have very famous friends. You see, when I have famous friends on the chat, I'm just like, I pretend like I've not even seen them, but I feel like some type of way. Good Joseph, I'm messing with you. And then Pixie says, "Oh yes, even as a regular viewer, it's very easy to get sucked into the vortex of YT, and sometimes the drama. Patrick Jones is also good for you for putting yourself first. That's 100%. I really stand these non-content creators who like support me because it's always like amazing how they're sacrificing their time just to come and engage with me on the live stream or even on the content. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. Pixie is actually saying what PMC was just saying there. Hold on. Uh, yeah, exactly. Proud agrees. Um, Lily says, "I've watched long vlogs and I'm ill and I'm feeling like rubbish. Watch Netflix, probably." Rob says, "I like people who make sense." Uh-huh. And then Rob says, "I feel you. I'll feel you, hermano." That's brother. Uh, and then some of you guys are crazy. And then Pixie says, I watch several vloggers where I really enjoy their long content. I learned not everyone has the patience for longer videos, so I mix it between shorts as well as short and long content. PMC, do you do shorts? I think you only do shorts, but very sparingly.
I have
Curious.
done three. The first two were me on the farmland, and the second one was, I
Yeah.
think, cooking. So yeah,
Yeah, you've done three,
but
and
that's
the other one was when you are speaking on the stairs or something. Um,
yeah,
okay. I wonder who actually listens sometimes, Rob says.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, where is it?
One of the things that is uncomfortable for me, like I don't stress it, but it's strange, when you got viewers that don't speak. And I mean, I understand people are in the bushes, everybody can't contribute because they may be preoccupied doing something off screen. But at the same time, it's kind of strange because you don't know who's watching you. And sometimes people do listen. Like I said about the drama earlier, sometimes people will listen to see if you mention somebody else's name, and then they'll go run back and tell you that person when you said this about them, because everybody like in this circle supports each other. So it's like I say in the Lions Den Hair, I don't believe in gossip. We're just speaking strictly on experiences that we've all either been a part of or haven't been involved with, but witnessed it through other people. And that's why I say, just like now, you don't really know who's watching entirely. Somebody could, I even told a panel I was on a couple years back, like it could be a criminal on the other side of the screen. You could see an avatar, but you really don't know who you're communicating with. So you just really have to be careful on it. Like with the hackers thing, that's a huge problem too. Like, how much is your privacy protected, even when you do go to great lengths to try to, solidify what privacy you have? Like, you have all kinds of hackers out here, and you just have to really be careful for what you post, what
That's
you say, and what panels you're on.
100%. Experience says, Pixie says, I even have to watch myself how not to be a workaholic with my channel. So achieving balance is always an ongoing process. Yes, it's definitely a process, Pixie. And sometimes it involves a lot of sacrifice for sure. And I think for me, a break sometimes has been, and I try to take my break over the weekends. So I try to be very like scarce on these streets, especially on weekends, because that's when I need to actually connect with my family, my people, and things like that. And for me, that's actually what works for me best. And yeah, sometimes you have to make sacrifices because at the end of the day, you also have a life off this particular space. Experience here says the reality is that most content creators feel that once they watch you, immediately need to return, and that is where the burnout comes from. That is kind of true. Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, when you can always, I mean, there's something YouTuber I think you all know Hilda DC, right? So
Yeah, I know her.
Hilda used to say something in her live streams that the replay button is always there for a reason. Like, and she's very direct. I'm not going to make it in your live streams. I'm not going to make it in your premieres because I have a son. I have a son who I have to look at. I have a daughter who is sick. But I have a replay button. How that woman replays everybody's video is still beyond me because she actually does it. She actually does it. She actually does it. So I totally agree with this point. Experience. It's totally cool. Um, that's actually true. Uh, Yoga, where have you been? I see what you did there, Lily. Sorry, Pixie. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Oh my goodness. Like Rob says, I explain to my people and the business. They either roll with it or they get left behind. 100%. I do reels occasionally, but they take a lot of work. I tend to be a perfectionist. You do very cool reels. I see them on Instagram. It's pretty good. Pretty good. You do very cool reels. Julie says hi, Goga and PMC. We are very good. Julie, I think yeah, Julie has been welcome. How far am I on the charts? Hold on, let me just
Hello.
scroll real quick. Yeah, so that's amazing. If you have any message for PMC, you can tell me, then I will spot that real quick. Um, PMC. Yeah, Rob is just sending you diamonds there, diamonds and diamonds and diamonds there. Let me show you. They look so cool. What are these things on StreamYard? Let me see what Robbers. Oh yeah, diamonds, PMC, diamonds, diamonds. Yeah, dropping some gems, I guess. Um, yeah, exactly. Some videos I post are not bad, and they end up getting the most views. Okay, guys, I just catching up here. Um, okay, I think I'm up today. Rolling on the flow, Goga. Da, 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 da. Okay, I think instead of leaving comments like "thank you, sharing," don't leave. Cannot PMC. PMC, I think that's what you're trying to say. Instead of leaving comments like thank you for sharing, watch, and don't leave a comment at all. That's kind of true. That's kind of true. Um, yeah, that you gave us a bit of comic relief there. Thank you so much for that laughter. All right. Let me see that there's any specific questions I had for PMC on this topic as well. Just trying to check. PMC, you've alluded a lot to YouTube policies changing, and sometimes these policies, I think, are even going to make content creators' life harder. Um, and sometimes I look at these policies and I'm like, it's making the space. I guess everybody has joined the YouTube train, and of course, you have all sorts of people, and everybody's trying to just um, do what they can on this particular space to make hit those milestones. And that comes, of course, at a cost and explains all these crazy policies that have been unveiled in the last couple of months. And I think every day the YouTube is always working on changing some policy for some reason, for one reason or another. Um, and the question then here would be like, these policies could also be a source of burnout, because sometimes you're trying to work so hard just to ensure that you don't fall. You're playing within the rules of the game, which is YouTube. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is a company. They are there to make money. They are there to make certain profit. When we started, most of us, when we start our YouTube channels, we hope to get monetized. And when we get monetized, we hope that we're going to start getting the money. And then, of course, YouTube, of course, has its particular policies for its advertisers and things like that. And then I think it never occurs to you immediately until you're already now in that particular space, and you're like, oh, it's not going to be as easy as possible. So what has been your experience, especially navigating some of these policies that have been unveiled, especially in the recent past? I'm sure for you it's a bit easier, because sometimes when you've opted out of the monetization program, you kind of like, what, I really don't care about about some of these things. But
I think
you get to hang out a lot with.
I think
Yes,
it's
carry on.
it's one of those things where it doesn't really matter what you do. I think people, it's just where they shouldn't stress about the algorithm, because it's gonna constantly keep changing. And then when you're trying to do everything that's expected, I always say this, like, don't set expectations too high, because even when you deliver with the best effort, like, it's not always promising. And you just have to do what you've been doing. Like, everybody has a method, that works for them. And when people just like start spazzing out, I gotta do this, I gotta post a video, I gotta go live, I gotta, like, it's so much, they spazzing, like, that's what causes you to fumble. You understand? Like, when you're trying to do too much at one point, it's like sometimes people just trying to lift more than they can. And if they notify you about any changes, when it actually comes, you'll know that there's been a difference. So I think it's just, best to maintain being reserved, because stressing is not going to change the complexity of what pressure is being put on by YouTube. And the more you grow, the harder it gets. You understand? Just like monetization, you have to keep maintaining your hours. Otherwise, you'll have to be like people who are getting remonetized just because of that alone. So, I mean, I had a guy that used to support me. He doesn't have a YouTube channel anymore. They demonetized him because he didn't have enough original content. And then he basically did a live stream letting us know, well, I'm not going to try to get remonetized, because I don't really think being monetized in the first place is worth it. and it was confusing just because I'm like, he had been monetized. So I guess once that happens with some people, they're just like, I'm not gonna make any more efforts. So it's really nothing to stress about. If you have a solid foundation in how you grind, then there's really nothing to stress about.
100%. And yeah, oops, sorry, I lost my co-host there briefly. That is so too proud. If you chase the algorithm, it will hit the resistance big time, 100%. Pixie, on my way to your house. Robbie says, I like that connection. Yeah, you guys connect to each other. PMC just dropped off a bit, but I'm waiting for him to come back. Okay, he's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. Okay, there we go. Don't know what.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Um, And then you have a comment here. Let me see that I skipped something. Thank you so much, Patrick, for that amazing blessing. I really appreciate the super chat. May your pot never run dry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We were talking about monetization, and then Patrick decided to buy us coffee. So thank you so much for the coffee, Patrick Johnson. I really appreciate that. I met Patrick from Steph's house. Steph is one of my channel members. So thank you so much for that, Patrick. Uh, Experience here say, yoga, is that your real room, by the way? Yeah, this is my wait. Let me now. I have to show off my house. Pixie, Pixie. This is my house. Like It's not like It's not. What do you call these things that people use in there? It's not a green screen. Like these are curtain. You say I can touch it. This is my lampshade. This is my picture. Like this is the thing. Now this is the thing. That these people come to the live stream. Pixie, you thought it was like a green screen. I'm using like wallpaper or something. The fire on the but the fire. Don't ask about the fire. Okay. Last time we had another fireplace and a piano. Pixie, leave me alone. PMC, you see these guys? They just come to my live stream and they're busy checking out my background. Oh my goodness. Lies. Goga has a special room in his mansion for streaming. Oh my goodness. Guys, can you guys stay on topic? Stay on topic. We are not talking about my room. Leave my room alone. Leave my room alone. Even PMC has a specific place in now and does his live stream. What's wrong with these people? I was not that means we need to take a commercial break at this rate. Oh my goodness, you guys are funny. Peace to you, Goga, and everyone. Thank you so much, Patrick. I really appreciate that. Derailing us. You're derailing us. Okay, what was our experience saying something here? Teamwork makes the dream work. Pixie. I love that. That's always good. Um, okay, the fact that people are always trying to play smart on YouTube, the platform also improves on their security too, as they are not Father Christmas. Yes, yeah. It's you know it's YouTube. It's a company. It has to like make profit or something. I know they've not made profit to be honest, but like I mean, they have to share revenue with you when you become monetized. Do you think they're going to make you get? They are going to make it easy for everybody to get monetized, and they have to share revenue with everybody? No, it will be. They have to. There has to be effort towards that particular work. If it's the shorts, that's they tell you 10 million. They say 10 million views in 3 months and 1K. Who is going to do that? Like unless you are Niru here, or maybe those my amazing friends who have gotten over 10 million on their shorts. Unless you are those guys and they have 1K, that doesn't come easy as well. You may do shorts, but even breaching that 10 million mark is not going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody will be monetized and you'll be sharing revenue and you'll be having commercials running in your channels. YouTube is not going to allow that to come in easy. So I totally agree. So they have to keep refining their platform every single time. Yeah, I think I picked up that thought. Thank you so much for that experience. I think that was pretty good. YouTube will not save anyone or give pardon my expression. It's up to us to use it in a positive way. It's like the honey badger. Yes, 100%. 100%. Okay, Lily's going to eat lentils. PMC, let me know if you need to take a break or anything. Just let me know because I'm not getting any specific questions. Unless there's any specific thing you want to weigh in on this issue, on this topic. I I think I'm done with my questions pretty much.
No, it's just it's always an honor to be on a panel when I can be, and I've even pulled back from that sometimes because I think all of us have been on panels where it's like 6 to 10 people at times where everybody's like overlapping each other, and I don't want to ever like talk over somebody because that's rude. So if I did it here, I'm sorry. Like I could say that to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I've done been on panels where I'm like today I was on a panel and I did greet everybody, but then it was like I barely got a chance to respond to what they asked me because everybody was up there excited talking over each other, and it was hard to kind of get through that. But far as the grind, I just would say this is a leaving piece. Like don't let anything on here stress you out because I mean, with growth comes hate. You get the love already naturally. That's your first focus. But I've said with hate, that's just kind of what it's gonna be. Like you can't please everybody. You're gonna have people that say hurtful stuff. Like we all have feelings, no matter how strong you are. There's a saying, words hurt more than a fist. And even if you don't care about what anybody has to say, I just feel like that old saying, like if you don't have anything positive to say, just don't say anything. Because I'm certainly not gonna go onto anybody's platform and give them a thumbs down or tell them that the video they put out was trash or could have been better. Like I would just not watch it. Like for me, I don't personally like clickbait, but I understand it's a strategic move to get the views, and it works out. Like a lot of people do clickbait, man. So just don't let this grind stress you out for better or worse. And if you do need to take a break, don't hesitate to, because I promise you from experience, outside of YouTube in real life, trust me, there's a lot more activities that exist out there than they do on here.
100%. Hey, Teacher P, welcome to Teacher P. Nice to see you. Rob is asking me a question. Goga, have you ever heard of Fit Evie? She's a content creator that does splits all the time. Yes, I know Fit Evie. We are friends. But she moved from Japan. She went back to Canada. So she does live streams. I think our time zones now clash. When she was in Japan, it was always easy to be on her live streams, like every single them Wednesdays and Fridays. But then when she moved from Japan back to Canada, you can see like she literally went back like all those hours behind. So it's always very hard to run into her. But Fit Evie is amazing because I met Fit Evie through Bapi Yoga Uncle. And she's great. She's great. She even gave me some tips when I was doing my splits challenge that made me get the splits on the last day. So we love Fit Evie. We love Fit Evie. Thank you so much for asking that, Rob. That's pretty cool. Um Rob says, exactly. I don't have time to destroy someone else. I'm trying to build. Yeah. That's what Rob says. Chapia is Jamaica. Island Sisters. Nice to see you there once again. I just pass on the video if I don't like it. I'm not going to destroy someone's content. I think I give a lot of PMC. I think I give people a lot of like benefit of that. Me, I never even imagined that somebody can actually go to a channel and start being that, like just leave a bad comment or something like that. I don't even have the time. Like the other day, we were here on the panel, and then somebody said, what did somebody say? Somebody said that they actually go to and subscribe to the people they don't see in their channels, and I was like, there are some buttons I don't even know where they are located. Like I was like, how do you do that? Like, is there like a blanket thing you can say delete all? And they're like, no, you have to go one by one. And I'm like, that is so much time. Like that is so much time. Like to go like, okay, PMC out, Rob Albanks out, Pixie and subscribe. Like I never get it. I always say that YouTube will do its usual cleanup, but I think sometimes I give a lot of benefit of doubt to a lot of people. I will never leave a bad comment on your channel because I only want
Right.
bad comments on my channel. Yeah. So it's very interesting when I see that people actually intentionally do this. It's very bad. Actually. Yeah. PTV is good people. Yeah. She's amazing. And then Pixie says, I actually think it's funny when someone dislikes my video because they took the same time and energy to do that when they could have just moved on. Let me tell you a secret, Pixie, you can do. I don't know how I learned this. There's one day somebody left me a very negative comment on one of my videos. You know what I did? I just pinned it. They took it down immediately because everybody now came for him. It was It was a him. I don't even know the person. I pinned the comments, so everybody was coming to watch that video. They were, as much as they were commenting on my video, they started actually commenting on his pinned comment there. Within no time, he had pulled it down. It was very, because I was just like, yeah, you're just being silly. So let's put it there for the world because this is what you wanted. You wanted the attention. Let's give it to you. I didn't respond. I didn't do any comment. They pulled it down on their own. So you can be doing that. It's a bit extra, but it's a strategy. It's a strategy. Yeah, it's a strategy. Because that's actually a lot of energy they're spending to just be negative on your content. I just put it up, pin, you know, and it worked. Uh, okay, okay. I actually think, oh wow, how nice of you to take the time. Blah, blah, blah. Go, guy. Your community will chop people. Hey, they came. Yeah, they. I didn't even know. They just like removed it, and I think I didn't even have people mods and everything. People just started commenting on on the pinned comments there, and the person I think couldn't handle the heat. I've never seen them again on the on the channel. That I think is my only. I think that's the only one negative incident I've had on the channel. Pretty much, I've not had any drama, especially on people being negative or anything. And the ones who are negative, people have always kicked them out of the live stream very comfortable. They are the people you actually run them out of the live stream like on your own. Like, yeah, you don't need to be here. It's always like they leave, they leave, they leave, they leave. Um, thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't stop nothing unless it's all thumbs down. But once you look at the analytics, it's probably did better than some like videos. That is true, especially for shorts. Especially for shorts. Especially for shorts. Because I don't know. I don't think of thumbs down as thumbs down. I always they just think that they didn't see it correctly. They just decided to click the thumbs up but upside down. Yeah. They saw it. They were like they were excited to give me a thumbs up, but they didn't see it clearly. So they saw it upside down and that's why they clicked. I look at it that way. I look at it that way. Um, but there are people who actually get so stressed when they see thumbs downs. Like it totally gets into their psyche. You start second guessing yourself, like what did I do wrong? Like, you know, and that is dangerous even for you mentally. So the work you put in on the content, the energy you put in on the content. Don't let a stranger come and tell you otherwise. And they stop you making content because you saw like two thumbs downs on your video and then you're like you're not going to make content. What about the 98 thumbs ups? So we focus so much sometimes on the two thumbs downs and the 98 thumbs ups, and you're like, yeah, maybe just people clicked it accidentally. I just look at it that way and then you move on to the next one. PMC, what do you think about thumbs down? The
I
people
mean,
get this.
I'm sorry, brother. What's that?
Yeah, yeah. No, I just asked you what you think about this thumbs down because the people really take it personal.
It's a way of being critical. I don't think that's nothing to really get hurt about. But at the same time, though, like I had a guy a while back, I think over a month ago, he was in my community tab saying he appreciated my knowledge, but he felt like I was mean or disrespectful at times with my approach. And that's the problem with the world, sensitivity. People are caught up in feelings when you address truth. The truth has never really been nice, no matter how it's been delivered. And that's one thing this world has a huge problem with accepting. It was disrespectful to him because I'm unapologetic about my stance on something. And you know what? When a lot of people don't like straightforwardness, it comes off to them as you being disrespectful. And I don't kiss nobody's behind, because I'm direct with it. And I know my place. I know how to keep it reserved for a certain setting. Like I don't gotta come on as a guest and turn up the energy and be super disrespectful. I could still deliver the same message with the same clarity and still get the same response, because it's kind of like no matter what you educate people with, they're still gonna feel a way. Like for you, you're a yoga enthusiast. What grounds does that cause for you to get hate? I mean, if you're saying a guy left hate on all your videos, what hateful are you displaying other than yoga, itself, the art of yoga, which is something that's flexibility, it's enthusiastic, it's healthy. How is that negative? But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people do that to see if they get a reaction. But the guy that left me
Right.
that comment, he proved my point that he was a ghost because I never saw him after them few months had passed. So it's kind of like it's okay to state your opinion, and I'm not upset at it. If that's what he felt that's okay. You know what? But I don't feel like that because I'm like, if I truly was disrespectful, the same people would not come to support me. They just wouldn't.
Absolutely. Facts. Facts. And then I like what Rob is saying. I've had people tell me my music sucks, but for every hater, it's five congratulations. That's it. That's it. And that's your truth. That's your truth. You did the content in the best way you know. Um, wait, let me see. I don't think PMC is mean. Maybe I want to agree with everything you will say, but we can have our different opinions without it being hostile. Yeah, yeah, because you can agree, you can disagree on principle rather than making it personal. Because I think most people sometimes when they disagree, they just take it personal, and I think there is where it becomes a bit of a problem. Generally. So I totally get the point. Um, Lily, we can't don't Lily, why are you talking about muffins? Why are you talking about Sainsbury muffins now? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I like Lily, why are you talking about muffins? How did you move from like you're giving I need a short. Do a short video of the muffins. I miss Sainsbury muffins. She knows me. I miss the Sainsbury muffins. The chocolate ones, the ones with chocolate, the ones with chocolate, the ones with chocolate for sure. Um, Guys, why are we talking about muffins again? Somebody just went. You could ask PMC what he's going to have for lunch or something. What did he have for breakfast? Like, what's your
Most
favorite
likely, like
meal?
I start out my
Being a
mornings with a
farmer,
fruit
you've
bowl.
been, I mean, oh, nice. You get to eat because I know you lunchtime probably finds you at the farm. What would you like have at lunchtime ideally while at work?
For lunch, a lot of times I have like a bowl of rice, some turkey,
Uh,
like a
for
sandwich. You
lunch.
know, my
For lunch.
wife.
What would you have?
Oh, what did I have for lunch today? I haven't had lunch yet.
No,
But
no,
I had
no, no.
a
I was
fruit
asking like
bowl.
what would you ordinarily? I think you're giving an answer there, rice or something.
Wait, you're
Oh,
going
that's
in
for
and out. What's
breakfast.
that?
Oh, okay, nice, 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 nice. I was just trying to no, no,
Yeah, because I mean,
I'm trying to get
it's
like
cutting in and out.
being a farmer and
Well, far as
oh,
the
sorry.
farm, like
What?
for anything on the farm,
Oh, can
there's
you hear me now? Yeah.
yeah, you were cutting in and out, brother. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, okay. No, no. I was asking. Yeah. Sometimes when this mic you are in a certain way, it doesn't pick the sound. No, no. I was asking about what are normally some of the things you have for lunch, especially at the farm, because I know lunchtime always finds you at the farm technically. So that's what I was asking. That's what I was asking. You get to cook, or do you get
Oh,
to take the natural foods from the
oh, I get to
and
take the
cook
natural
it?
fruit and the natural produce from the farm. Like I don't go to the local markets much anymore. I don't need to because
Nice.
you can definitely tell the difference between processed store bought farmers market versus the natural farm grown agriculture out here. Like because barter and trade is one of our specialties. Like we transport produce to other farming families in exchange for what they grow over there on their end. Like you got a lot of produce farms out here. Like the richest farmers are the ones that have like the most livestock. Like I can take anything from there. Avocados, peppers, potatoes, tomatoes. Like, it's funny because I in one of my live streams I had showed some of the produce that I had and the tomato that I showed, it was a green tomato. There's green tomatoes on my aunt's farm. And it looked like it was a pumpkin, a little pumpkin. That was the shape. It's different. It's a different type of growth, but it's all natural, man.
Nice. Pretty cool. And that's also very great for your health, and generally also in terms of everything, and you're talking about that blind. Teacher P here says on the topic, I try to slow down. Wait. I think I disappeared. Probably I froze or something. PMC uh, PMC, can you hear me clearly or am I stuck?
I hear you now. A minute ago it was kind, but that's
Let me
why
see.
I couldn't make out what you were saying at first about the farming. But I hear you now though, and now he froze.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, because I thought I was frozen or something. Yeah. Yeah. In case I just freeze, just carry on. Just carry on. Run along with it.
Yeah, Gomez connections rough right now. Oh, we are going to see Mr. Smith soon. Oh man, Goga, he should be back. Mr. Anderson, it will Mr. Goga. Everybody, StreamYard gets heavy traffic and does that, and they want you to pay. Everybody speaking. Well, hey PMC, what's going on? Not much. Pixie, just waiting for Goga to come back. Cause for me, I don't use StreamYard much, just because this is so much with it. You know, it's cool. Some people use StreamYard, some people use Restream. So, it's fun. I prefer to be a guest on StreamYard rather than like host, because it's cool. It's an honor to be up here and just talk with Goga. Goga is floating in the YouTube vortex somewhere. PMC, bless your heart. Yeah, it's been uploaded since September of last year. I never streamed on cam on YouTube. Well, hopefully you do, Pixie. Oh, there goes Gogo. Welcome back, brother. Sorry.
I don't know what happened. I've been talking. Apparently, I've been kicked out. Steven always kicks me out around 9 o'clock when I'm on live stream. I don't know why. Um. Hey, Momo Licious! How you doing, Momo? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for coming in, Momo. Yeah, Momo, I just want to take this chance to welcome you back. Momo has not been with us for a while because Momo lost the dad last week, guys. So she had to she had to go back to Uganda just to lay the dad to rest. I think she just came back to Kenya the other day. So my condolences to your family. I know you are still trying to process this in the best way you can. But I wish your family the spirit of comfort at this difficult time as you guys deal with the grief of losing your family patriarch. So sorry about it, Momo, and welcome back. Welcome back into the space. Um, yeah, it's really nice to
Sorry
see you,
about
Momo
that.
Licious. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
prayers and
Teacher P was saying
condolences.
something. I tried to slow down at times. That is why I was and I got stuck. Hey, Takatak, how you doing, Takatak? Now PMC is going to make fun of me and talk tick.
I didn't say that.
Guys, while I was away, did PMC say anything about talk tick? Because he was the only witness that day when I made that mistake on the morning live stream. Anyway, you're welcome, Lily. Okay, sorry. I wanted to just highlight what Teacher P was saying earlier. Sorry. Uh, okay. Momo came with noise. Momo. Okay. When I started feeling overwhelmed on YouTube, I reduced the amount of time I used to watch videos and also make them. That's very true. It's actually very true. And Teacher P, I like what Teacher P did. Teacher P took like a break. She used to do live streams like every day, but I think when the year started, she decided to like tweak how she does those live streams. So I didn't see her morning live streams for a while, and it was a very. And I actually asked her like, "Did you stop doing live stream?" And she just said, "I'm just trying to change a few things on the channel just to ensure that I make my life a bit easier." And I think that self awareness is also very important for any content creator, just in this particular space. So Momo, nice to see you once again. Um, my goodness, yeah, thank you so much for that, Rob. Thank you so much. Chaka Chak, welcome to the live. Thank you so much. I wanted to say hi to Chaka Chak vlog. Um, Chaka Chak, PMC, why you laugh? PMC can already see where this is going. Um, okay, PMC, explain to them why we are laughing. You explain to them the joke. They'll get it. They may think I'm going to embellish it.
Because he calls him Talk Tick, and I think a TikTok, or I think it's a mint called Tic Tac. That's what I thought of.
Oh my god, this is funny. Oh, so Taka is like an amazing content creator. We are trying to he's also trying to get to 4K and stuff. So Taka came to one of my morning live streams. I was having coffee. PMC was there. So I think there was so much, and I don't know, we were talking about TikTok, and Taka came, and I had to like call his name, and then at some point, instead of saying, I don't know what I was trying to say, I just ended up saying Talk Tick. Now PMC here and Bicol Anang, my friend from Philippines, they couldn't just stop. They just kept on saying Talk Tick, Talk Tick, Talk Tick until, and I didn't even see any mistake in it because of those many Taka Talk Tick, Tick Talk. There was so much Tick Tack. So say PMC is if you just say PMC is like laughing at that entire thing because it was just like a mess. But this is why I enjoy doing YouTube sometimes because of those kind of jokes. Like it's just fun. It's just fun. And I kept on asking PMC, don't you have to be at work or something? He's like, no, I'm not going to work. I'm like, PMC wasn't even in a rush to go anywhere that morning. I'm like, PMC, why are you like emphasizing on this TikTok thing? Don't you have to be at work or something? Like, no, Goga, today I'm not going to work. Good times, good times, good times, good times. Um, PMC, I noticed you are reading the charts. Did you get like access to the charts finally, or what happened?
Yeah, I can see some of the chat. It's so many comments. I'm trying to read them all
Yeah,
thoroughly.
there's so many. Maureen Chinomso, welcome to the live stream. Welcome, Maureen Chinomso. Chinomso. I don't like butchering people's names, but yeah, that one I can get. Chinomso. I said it correct. Um, we Worcestershire sauce is where I draw the line. Um, oh, okay, Momo, you're still in Uganda. Okay, so sorry, my bad, my bad. Okay, I guess we'll have coffee when you come back to Kenya. So sorry about it. So sorry about it. Yeah, speaking of loss, Naomi Hill, I don't know that you are still on the live stream. Because Naomi will get this. Yeah, Naomi will get this. Sorry, Mercy is in the live. Thank you so much, Mercy. Mercy Empire Africa, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Goga, Goga, you have to change that response. All hail, Alex. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Rosie, that's why Momo has been missing. That's why Momo has not been on YouTube streets. But I think she's easing back very slowly. After the grief. It's not easy, I mean, to lose. And I feel so bad because one of the reasons I took a break, I lost one of my friends 4 days ago. And it's very, I felt so bad about it because these conversations you have with people PMC, like, oh, let's organize and meet for coffee, but you're so busy because of the grind and everything. You're like, oh, we should have coffee sometime. We should have coffee sometime. And then the next thing you hear is like during the end of Ramadan, Eid, during the Eid celebration, he just collapsed and died. He was so young. I think he's literally my age mate. Like we are the same age.
Oh man.
We met at the university. He got his PhD even before before he turned 30. So it was like such a big thing for the family, just like 3 years ago. And he was just starting that career as a university don, academia, and then it was so sad. Like, imagine I was with this guy like I think in 2017 when I was graduating, and then we had a great time, and then he just left the stage, and then now, like, it was like it shocked all of us. And I think I can't imagine I'm going through what I'm going as his friend. I don't even know what the family is like. I don't even know how they are processing that entire grief. The mom, the dad, the brother, the sister, because I know them. I don't know how they are handling that entire thing. His students, because he was teaching at the university. Yeah, so it's like very, it's a pity he had to like go soon. But he lived life. He really lived life. Like he enjoyed his life. I used to make fun of his jet setting lifestyle and everything. He had the best time. He never took chances when it came to living for sure. Yeah, but may his soul rest in peace wherever he is. Um, I felt bad. I think I felt bad because of the coffee thing. I felt bad because of the coffee thing because I was just like, I felt like crap. It's like for 4 days I could like, guys, I'm dealing with your YouTube to deal with my it's easy. Yeah. Even came on the live stream once. Can you imagine? Like, hey, once upon a time was on the chat. Now you'd make that like impromptu appearance, and that's like the fragility of life and stuff. Um. Anyway, I'm done with my rambling. It's okay. So, Momo, hang in there. We got you. In case you need any support and help from me, let me know. Uh, I'm here in Kenya, your brother, as close as it gets. We'll see how to help. Thank you so much, Pixie. Yeah, Pixie saw the post. Teacher P as well. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate. I will relay that to the family. When I get to the funeral and stuff, do that. Um, Okay, guys. Okay. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. If you have any question for PMC, I think we are pretty much. Me, I'm pretty much done with my questions. I've run through my notes. I think they are pretty. I think they're pretty much done. So let me just check what I always scribble notes before I come on live stream. So these are like the quick things. So burnout again is, as we said, it's when new creators feel that you are drained and out of energy, and you have exhausted most of the creative angles that you could have applied to your channel. That's like a very technical definition. And it's not easy being a YouTuber. And why? Because first of all, the time and effort and resources you spend on YouTube is already too much. And sometimes burnout occurs, especially when the reward is not commensurate with the time you invested in this particular space. And that's what happened. The time you have to sit on live stream, the time you have to edit, the time you have to go shooting content, the effort you put. I need to like look for certain people to help me do content. Some of you spend money, resources to go make that content. Um, those are some of like the big guys when it comes to YouTube. You are going to use these three things. Fresh content ideas. Sometimes these ideas is not easy because you're like, sometimes you exhaust things, and people don't like stale content. You can't go and like steal and start repeating people's content. So sometimes that's like that is one of the reasons that makes also YouTube very hard. Sometimes that lack of fresh content ideas. And then number three, and these are some of the things even PMC has already talked about: unexpected results. You go do the best videos, you're not getting the views. Your channel is not getting traction in terms of like what you expected. And then you're like, I thought this video was going to go viral. I thought I was going to be a Mr. Beast, when I get monetized at 4K or 1K, 4K, and you realize that you're not becoming Mr. Beast anytime soon. So sometimes that disconnect also leads to that particular space. And then, geez, the YouTube policies, I had to put this one here. Those policies, they keep changing every single day. and those things are becoming annoying by the day. Eve here says that she has a new channel because she got a strike on the channel that has been trying to get to 4K for the longest time. So you can already see those dynamics because of YouTube policies. And then that's then when you ask the question, so how do you manage your burnout? And we talked about thinking about your uploading or live streaming schedules. Um, don't try to do too much. Some people like me, I tried doing when I was doing the speech challenge, I tried doing that upload daily. It didn't work because it was so much work. It was so much work to edit. And then you're also overworking the viewers because they don't have enough time to watch your content and appreciate it. And then the second point, collaborate with creative people. There are a lot of creative people you meet on YouTube streets. PMC here, I've never met PMC like in person, but we talk, you'll think that we know each other like in real life. We met on these YouTube streets. He's been on my stream before. I've been on his space before. We've actually had conversations. We have like a number of mutual friends, and these are like creative people. Like meeting PMC, I got into a world of his own creative community and creative circle, and there are people who have actually also been supporting my space. So collaborate sometimes. You remember, like 2 weeks ago, PMC, these guys, like, my live stream was hosted by somebody else. I wasn't on the chat. I wasn't on the panel because I was stuck at the national park with guests. With guests, I couldn't get to my live stream on time. So I just like wrote a message real quickly to like Peter from Blind Guy Family. I'm like, can you like host my live stream for me? Like, I trust you enough to do it. And she just started the live stream. I just found them having the best conversation on the chat. So collaborate with other people. They can help you, especially when you're having those low moments. And for me, I didn't know what I was supposed to do that day, but just asking for help, that actually sorted out my problem on that particular day. So see whether you can get those moments of collaboration with other content creators. PMC also talked about physical health. This one I think he mentioned. Physical health. Some of you are not sleeping. You are busy like videos. Like, I need to watch the Americans. I need to wake up Filipino type Indians. I've not taken care of them. You realize you don't even sleep at all. You're on YouTube streets. Yeah. So that eventually will affect your physical health. You're not getting enough rest. The body needs to like reset. It needs to recharge. So you have to look at your physical health in terms of that as one way of managing burnout. Number 4, your mental health. Your mental health is the most important. Yeah, sometimes when you're in this particular space, people say a lot of things. You come across people, there are people who have problems. You go to some channels, you just feel negative. You're exposed to like things that just make you feel some certain type of way. And that's why, like, yeah, sometimes I've been to spaces, and PMC, I'm sure, has also been in I think he said that earlier. Like, sometimes you go on some channels, you just feel like there's just so much negativity going on there, and you're like, no, this is definitely not my stuff. Or maybe you feel like you've been treated in a certain way, and sometimes you have to protect yourself from these kind of spaces. I intentionally don't go into certain live streams anymore. It's just the reality. I don't go into them because anytime I go there, I always feel like people. I don't like how they treat some people. Like they didn't like treat me badly, but sometimes I see how people are treated in those particular spaces, and I'm like, no, I need to protect my space. I will need to go to that space. I'll support you. I love you from a distance. When I meet you somewhere, hey, but I'm not going to come into that space because of how negative it feels for me mentally. And mental health sometimes means you may not have time to watch all these things. Take a break if you need. If you need to take a break, do it. Your people will always be here. Your tribe will always be here. Stuff that inspires you. Do the things you enjoy doing. Don't do things because you need to tick certain metrics, because you may not be. Don't make content on what you think should be content. Do what you actually enjoy doing. PMC enjoys cooking. PMC enjoys having a conversation with people. PMC enjoys his like martial arts. So his content will always surround what is his passion. My content is, I love yoga, so you always just find me doing yoga things and yoga videos and stuff like that. So stuff that inspires you will actually make it easy. Forgive yourself. Mistakes happen. Some of you, like, the mistakes. Like PMC, I'm sure you went through this phase. You remember, like, when you're starting, like, when you're like when you're starting your YouTube, when you're trying to post videos, you make any slight mistakes, that entire video is a mess. Like, even if it was like a voiceover that just went wrong, or maybe you coughed during the voiceover, you're like, nope, cancel the entire thing. it's gone. It's a mess. Or maybe your tongue slips. Forgive yourself. You're a human being. You make mistakes. Even the jokes we are cracking here with PMC about me saying toxic. Was it Worcestershire sauce? It became like a running joke for a while. Sometimes you laugh at these things. It's just like a slip of the tongue, but I'm like, guys, run along with it. Don't take it seriously. When you laugh at yourself, people will actually be like, yep, he's as human as he can get. So we laugh at it and we're like, okay, what is the correct pronunciation? Okay, cool. Let's move on. Make it a joke out of it. But sometimes I think we don't forgive ourselves because we make some slip ups, and then for you, like, you think that has totally like doomed the entire channel. So forgive yourself more as a content creator. It will actually mistakes happen, and then it also helps you overcome that burnout. And this is my last point: research and stay current on your niche. Sometimes you have to look at what's happening in your space. So consult. That's why they say network. Go to these channels. Like, what are people doing here? What is PMC doing that is different? Me, I'm always doing that, stealing ideas from channels, and then I'm like, I need to come and implement this in my channel. So you can also research and see what is working, and come and implement it in your space and see whether it can have an effect. And that also helps you grow your space. When it comes to like the YouTube space, I think that's like the long and short. So things like the break will fall under this broader category on the mental health. Things like physical health is like when they say you need to sleep more. That is you looking at your physical health. Just to ensure you are not overstraining yourself when it comes to this particular space. Um, yeah. Hey Keisha, how you doing, Keisha? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for popping in. PMC, I don't know whether you have anything. Yeah, I think these are pretty much like my few points that I scribbled before I came. I learned that from Blind Guy Family. Like I learned I can take my notes on StreamYard. I don't need to be reading. I used to read before. I just like put them shoop, shoop, shoop. And I can see all of them there on the side. So it's also a very nice experience. That you go, guy. Yeah. Sorry, guys. When I feel like a teacher sometimes. I forget my students, and then I just keep on with the notes. Hey, Kisha, welcome to the live. Thank you so much for popping in. Kisha, we were talking about burnout, YouTube burnout, and social media burnout, and for people who have experienced that. So that's been the conversation for the last 2 hours. So if you have any question to my co-host, feel free to ask. Kisha is new to this space, so really nice to see you, Kisha, on the live stream. I met Kisha the day before yesterday, right? 2 days ago, I can't remember. Goga, don't be forgetting the students. Lily, I'm that lecturer. Now I'm setting the exam. Let's see who's going to pass the exam. Let's see who's going to pass the exam. Yeah. PMC, I don't know that there's anything you want to add on this. Hey, Kumam.
No, I'm pretty much giving all my thoughts. Thanks for having me again. And hopefully anything that I said throughout this the duration of this stream can resonate with somebody and may serve as a helpful guide. Because I say we're not teachers. We can only be allowed to guide, and hopefully whatever we gave off our perspective helps somebody. Because like I said, if what I said can help somebody, then I feel like I did my due diligence, and maybe they can succeed in places that weren't meant for me to. So I can't exchange nothing but gratuitous happiness for them. So, just keep grinding and don't let nothing stop you, because the only thing that really can stop you is you.
100%. 100%. I'm curious, PMC, because your forthcoming break, the one that you're considering, I know we do have our lives beyond this particular space. How do you keep in touch? There are people you meet on YouTube, and they actually move beyond just your content creator. They actually move into, like, they become friends technically. How do you keep in
I
people
think
at this who
that
have
you stay in touch with them through personals. I have my Gmail because I don't do socials. Like a lot of who I have connected with as of recent, especially we exchange numbers. Like if I do decide to leave YouTube at the end of the year, then I'll be able to keep in contact with them. Because I always tell my supporters, I didn't get to this point by myself. I got help. Like no team wins championships because of one man, you understand, or one woman. So always keep that in mind. Like your supporters are your backbone. They help you get to the degrees that you aim to reach. The apex is what's in the sights of me on here. But I hope to reach that with message, not because I'm on here trying to, make money off anybody. As far as any donations go, that have been donated to my cause, I tell those people all the time, if it's a choice, if you guys want to do that, I'm grateful, because before you do that, I want you to remember you have families, you have kids, you have personal bills you have to pay. That's always a choice. If you want to donate, I'm grateful for it, but consider keeping your money too, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring if you see it. So I try to be as compassionate as I can be, because I don't see that happening in a lot of these streams. And that's not me calling out anybody. It's just what I've seen. I only speak on what I witnessed and experienced through this grind, nothing else.
100%. Uh, Rosie, you can check out I pinned PMC's link. Nightbot has it's on the pinned link. You can check out PMC's content. You'll find a lot of cooking because he loves cooking. I've always hoped that PMC one day will cook for us on his live stream, but I'm still hoping. PMC, when are you cooking for us on live? We only just see the food, the end product on the videos.
Well, what would you like? I mean, I could cook a lot. I do it all. I cook, bake, and grill. Like I'm a well-rounded guy. I tend to take more after my father. My mother is the better cook though, because my mother used to have a baking stand out here in Puerto Rico when we were kids. My sisters and I'm the
Yeah.
youngest. I'm the only boy. I have two older sisters. For those who want to know a little bit more about me, but I'm a guy that'll tell you, like, I can't do everything, but I could do many things. And when you know. So don't ever let nobody tell you what you can't do, because you do well at it. And I'll tell everybody here that I don't even know that if you ever feel your confidence level going low, you got potential in you. Just spark it, because sometimes you have to acknowledge the potential you have within self where others won't do it for you. And sometimes the same people that's where they love you and got your back won't even tell you how much they believe in you. So, that's important. Help each other, build each other up, love one another, give each other flowers while you're here to show appreciation, because when it's too late, you can't really say this, so get everything off for what you feel for somebody that you consider a friend now, rather than later.
Kumam, there's a burning flame. You're asking where my fireplace is. There it is. There it is. There it is. PMC, I tell you, these guys, they know. Like, it's very interesting. They sometimes when I have to travel for work, and then I have to do a live stream while I'm on that location. They're like, "You're not home today. Where are you today? You're not home this week." And I'm like, "Okay, you guys, you are really prying." He's like, "No, we know where you normally do your live streams from." Even PMC, even you, if I don't see that green wall behind you, I always like PMC is not in the room. So there's that green wall behind you. And then I like what Pixie here says. She's just like echoing what you're saying. I have a few donation links, but I won't ever expect anyone to, because I know people have their own life, things they need to do. 100%, 100%, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I always say the same thing. And I was the other day I was telling my supermod Alex here, because he was so shocked when I was trying to do some cleanup because the economy, the economy is really doing badly here in Kenya. So I was telling Alex that, I need to like reduce some of the memberships I have on my channel. And Alex was laughing, asking me, how many memberships exactly are you like subscribed? I'm like, over 20. He's like, whoa, yeah. And guys, if I become your member, you're not obligated to become my member. And I just want to say that, like, I support you because I'm supporting you based on that. So I never want to feel like, I don't feel like you need to reciprocate or anything like that. I don't know why I need to look for a forum where I can say this very directly. And so I'm waiting for 10th May on my YouTube monetization anniversary, because then I will clarify it on that particular day. But yes, I support you because I love what you do, and maybe you're helping. And I tend to support a lot of growth channels, especially in memberships, because I know they're doing an amazing job. they're doing an amazing job. They're helping small content creators come up and things like that. Half of my YouTube salary that I've gotten for the last 1 year has always been just to support the small content creators, and there's no obligation to like return that. And I don't know. I want to say this like more directly. I thank people for the support, but never feel obligated. Never feel obligated, because I don't know what people you are dealing with in your space and your country, and but just you being here, you've made a lot of sacrifice, and for me that is like enough. That's enough. Um, okay, went on a tangent there. Uh, then Rosie saying, there's a question I have for PMC. Don't worry. I put Cash App in my description, but hardly tell people to donate because it's not about the money. People give out of their own free will. 100%, 100%, 100%. Give them the tools, for sure. People ask me why I don't have Patreon, so I'm setting one up, but I still have the mindset. If they want to, cool. If not, that's okay. I just appreciate them being there and supporting me. That's the thing, because PMC here will tell you that, sometimes you go to live streams and there's no one, there's barely no one, so you really appreciate when people show up and, they're keeping you company and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true. You have a bone to pick with me later. Lily, I'm vegetarian. You're not picking bones. Say you have like a stem or something. PMC is on the panel. You can't be picking bones, and you heard that it takes it takes natural food for lunch. You're busy asking for bones here. You can have bones. Oh yeah, buy me a coffee. Yeah, we were Laquita helped us set us here. She helped us like set up our buy me a coffee pages a few weeks ago. I just did that. I'm still trying to get a hang of it, because first of all, I set it up. But then I've not like figured out how to run it. I have coffees there for sure. It's not coffee, guys. Like it's not coffee. Like it's not coffee like this. I just need to figure out the coffee bit of it. I need to figure out the coffee bit of it. But yes, there's no obligation. PMC also supports a lot of people, because PMC and we also run in the same live circle. So I always see the support he gives, like even on the spaces. He's a member in some channel. He gives a lot of like super blessings. I've benefited a lot from PMC's super blessings. So yeah, so it definitely does that. Yeah, but the buy me a coffee, they say it only takes 3% than YouTube's 30%. The other day, YouTube sent me my tax records. I was like, oh, they sent me my tax records, y'all. They sent me my tax. I've been paying tax. America has my taxes. Yeah. Cash App don't take it. They don't take nothing. Wow. Wow, Rob. I don't think Cash App will work here though. Alex, can I have like Cash App as well? Or it's only, I will research more on this. PMC dropped. PMC, if you need the link, just let me know. I can drop it again. I don't have Cash App. I don't even know how it functions. I guess I'll do my research. Kumam, my amazing brother from Uganda. Where are you? Where have you been? Where have you been? Have you been? Okay, he's back. He's back. Don't worry. PMC is very gracious. If he has to leave, he will leave very honorably. He will sign out. He will do the works. Cash App isn't available in Kenya. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I've heard any Kenyan content creator talk about Cash App. I've never heard about it. PMC, I know, does have a PayPal, because I see he normally puts up the PayPal for those who want to make a donation or something like that. I do have a PayPal as well. It's a donation. I actually created a donation page for it, not even like my direct thingy. Yeah, but yeah, just have the tools if people are asking, so that at least it's there than when it's not there, because sometimes people come and ask me, Google, how do we best support your space? Yeah, so it's just, hey Rohan, how you doing, Rohan? Welcome Rohan. Yeah, welcome Rohan. Anybody with a question? I don't want to keep PMC for more than 3 hours. It's been three. It's almost 3 hours. He started the live with me today. He didn't like join me on the panel. So if you have any question for PMC, I also don't want to keep him like longer here because I know he has like duty and everything. And to those us, he has a piece of Africa. The wife is from Africa, by the way. So when you're asking him about food, PMC knows about PMC even knows about Kenyan food. Like PMC, you can ask me anything directly. Kenyan food related, the ones that you know, your favorite Kenyan foods. He'll tell you about ugali. He'll tell you about. He knows them.
Yes, it's culture, I think, because it goes right back to the moniker, proud makes child. We're all proud makes children of sorts. So I always say it's just an appreciation for culture and geography because I'm multi-ethnic, but I was born here in Puerto Rico. My mother is Mexican and Puerto Rican. My father, he's African. He has roots from Cameroon, and he has a mixture within Bengali Indian roots and some Chinese roots. So, and some Choctaw Native American, and Halito is how we say hello in Choctaw. So, like I said, Yoga, I'm that guy, the emoji with the glasses. That's me, because I appreciate words, the power of them. The unlimited use. Like, you understand? Like, I love knowledge, man. You never stop learning. So that's why I say I could talk to you for hours about whatever that you are interested in, and that's kind of the deal there.
Good. What's it? Like, I know I broke off there for a bit. Um, I wanted to ask something just based on what you said about culture and what is that one culture in the world that you really admire as Proud Mixture? Because I know you have a very. I see you speak in Tagalog because I meet you in Filipino channels and I'm like, is this Proud Mixture? Is PM? What is PMC saying? I see you
Yeah.
engaging with the. I see you engaging with Josephine and all these people in Tagalog, and I'm like, is PMC actually speaking Tagalog here? So how do you like? What is the one culture that you say you really admire and why? Like, what particular reason would you give?
I mean, I admire every culture because every culture has something special about it. It's, you can't just single out one. Like, I've had a lot of Filipinos ask, well, how come you're speaking our language? And I said, because out of cultural respect, interest, and, appreciation for what you share with us. You understand? We all can learn something from each other. Even our country's customs are different. And like I tell them,
Yeah,
sometimes I have come across people too that they're not really fond of you speaking their foreign tongue. I mean, and tourists have to battle with that a lot. You understand? Because the language barrier, like you can go to a foreign country and speak their language, and some of them might be inviting, and others may not really take to it well. Because I mean, that's the thing about life. You're gonna have pros and cons. But like I tell anybody, if you intend to travel abroad, you want to know that culture's language so you can get by. Because if you're in a place where there's not much English spoken, it's stuck. So you have to know, and that's why I think further inspires me to learn other cultures and their languages because it's important. Like with Filipinos, first thing I say, "Kumusta mega love, shout out salahat." You speak to them, and they respond in greeting. Salamat,
yeah,
maraming salamat, salamat sa suporta, walang anuman.
yeah.
And you tell them basics, and then you take it from there, and then they give you your respect. So it's an equal
Exactly,
exchange.
exactly. Well, it's so nice. Rob Bank said, "Jambo Rafiki is all I know." Jambo Rafiki, that's pretty good. PMC always talking to me in Swahili when we meet on live stream. I'm like, oh my goodness, like it's always amazing. Like when it comes to my face, like it types like very dope Swahili there, and I'm like, even Kenyans don't speak this fluent Swahili. Like he clearly studies. He's been like reading the correct books. Yeah, so Rafiki translates to friend. To those who may be wondering what Jambo Rafiki means. So what Rob Banks is pretty much saying is Jambo Rafiki means how are you, friend? How are you? Jambo means hi or how are you? And then Rafiki means friend. So you can only say hi, friend. So Rafik. You can tell it has Arabic roots. Swahili literally has can trace its origins to Arabic. So you can see it's a Rafik. There are people, somebody is Arabic called Rafik. So Somebody just translates Rafiki. Rafiki means friend. So so if you ever some Arabic words, we can hear some Arabic words, by the way, even here as a Kenyan. I can pick out a few Arabic words because um, Swahili was a creation between, it was an intermarriage between the Arabs and, the coastal people, and then it was disseminated and stuff. So that's how you get to speak a few very, when Arabic, the Arabs start saying certain things, you'd be like, oh, that's Swahili, that's this, that's this, stuff like that. So that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Um, Welcome back, Bad Files. Let me see. They're going to ask. Yeah, so nice one, Rob. Thank you so much for that. You made me have a moment there. Just to flex my culture as well, the way PMC like is always flexing Tagalog. Kamusta, kapatid. Yeah. The other day, I don't know. There's one that there's one that you're using the other day with and I think it was like with somebody on my chat. I think it was Josephine. Until somebody, I think, some other lady from Philippines. I think Rabaz actually got shocked that you speak that good Tagalog, like, because you think it went.
Yeah.
They were very proud, and it's always nice. It's always nice. They'll be more than supportive of your space. I always say if you're a YouTuber and you don't know a few Tagalog words, but the Filipinos control the.
Goga froze. These people don't need. Goga froze again. He'll be back, guys.
Yeah. Even Urdu, I can't speak fluent anymore. The English language takes over, especially now because I'm only speaking English at school. Yeah. Thank you. BM Africa taught me that. Oh, BM Africa is amazing. Yeah, Rafiki, friend, stuff. That's pretty much it. Now, I was saying that when you're on YouTube, you should be able to know a few Tagalog words because the Filipinos are very helpful on YouTube. PMC sing as a song. Alex is asking, PMC, do you sing?
No, I don't
I've never
sing. I
heard
can
PMC.
rap though.
Oh, okay. Give us a few bars. Alex, do you have any ideas? Do you need...
Sometimes I just do it for fun, and because I would do it on panels sometimes. And when I was requested to, and I do it in my streams. But it was hard for me, Gogo, because the thing was, it's hard because a lot of them don't understand. They appreciate it after, but then you have to find a clean version of a certain song because these days everybody wants to swear, and I have to respect what the listener wants. I don't want to just be saying something and then people they get turned off by it, like because some people don't like all that cursing, so I have to keep it clean. I'm trying to see what you want me to say because sometimes it just comes off naturally with some. Give me a minute because I don't have stage fright like that. I just go for it. Well, yeah, I can't think right now. Maybe at another time, man.
Alex says that it's because he thought I wasn't coming back, so he was trying to give you something to do while on pan. I think PMC he pretty much can literally do anything he wants. Hey Gloria, how you doing? Oh, PMC, due to public demand, you're being told to hit them bars. Rob is joining the bandwagon.
Yeah, if
Hit
I do
them
the
bars.
bars, I do them fast. I don't know if you ever heard me, Goga, but I can do the fast rap so much. I did it on a panel before, and the guy was like, "That sounded great, but I have no idea what you said at all." So
Do
some
it.
people can relate, some
I'm here
people
for it.
can't.
The fans have demanded, so let's give them what they want. PMC, I've never had you cast though. You're always very clean, even in your conversations. It's a very And then I'll ask you that. I'll ask you that after this bar. Once this bar business is sorted, this bar's business is sorted. Okay. Rob is joining Alex there. Rob is demanding for the bars. Um, yes, Lily, I fixed it. I'm using a different browser now. I fixed this. That browser had an issue. That's why it kept giving me problems last week. So now I'm using a totally different browser for sure.
Hello, Gloria.
I know, Rob. I've seen PMC actually. Like I've seen before. So it's just like it's been
All right, I'll
modest.
do it. Uh, um, I'm
Yeah,
trying to think of which one. All right, Dreamville had 100. We came for nothing, just like the Big Bang. They with their poverty stains, kept the pain, buried to cover the shame with a drain. We would have fortune the fame, a million in the bank, chameleon paint, turn cranberry. The little Jermaine got the same story as that boy had the same Vince, the same Mary go. All hell, King Cole, first of his name. Long may reign. The boy got the throne, but you know it in the game. Bill nigga was born in the same pressure cooker that's been on the bus. I love a cola, make a diamond, 2-6. We enroll the Reaganomics, crucifix, we to go to state of rhyming on God. There you go, right there. Just right off the top.
oh,
No.
uh, I didn't understand. But I thought I wanted to slow down. I was like, is this like is PMC like fast forwarding, playing like normal and stuff? That's dope. He got skills, Rob. You are right. He got skills. Alex is happy. Rob is happy. Everyone is happy. Gloria, how have you been, sis? Thank you so much for popping in. Everyone is like amazing, amazing. Then you should have made PMC like sing from the beginning.
Oh yeah, I can do that too, but nah, I guess I don't even do that in my own stream. Sometimes I've done a verse and then it just kind of is just there. Thanks for that, Alex.
Yeah, and then even Rob is giving you yeah, give the money's flowers for sure. PMC on two. Yeah, exactly. I thought he was like on twice the speed because I was trying to like see, then YouTube has the 1.5. I was like, okay, I need to bring this to normal one.
Beatboxing and like I'm done. Oh, I can beatbox too.
He can. Lily, is that a request?
Yeah.
Pixie, sorry, Pixie.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Hey, okay, you talented.
Give you a small
What did you
sample. Pixie, is that who that was that said that?
Yeah, Pixie's like, oh yeah, it was Pixie. I'm so bad at it though. I can't imagine Pixie doing it. Pixie, that shot will go viral. Try it, Pixie. That shot will go viral. Sound the horn ring of the alarm. And what did you say you do again, PMC?
Rap or beatbox?
No. Paint me pink and call me a zip. You win. Yeah, he's yeah, you're multi-talented for sure, for sure, for sure. What was I going to ask next? Goga, why are you mixing me and Pixie today? Let us be our own people. No, it's because when I see you and Pixie on the same, you tend to type the same. I don't know. You have the same energy. You're all amazing. You're all my amazing people, Lily and Pixie. That's why I'm confusing you. And I'm wearing glasses, Lily. I think I need to get rid of them. I'm seeing twice. Very politically correct. I think that's a very politically correct answer. Yeah, because you keep typing at the same, like it pops in at the same time. So that's why I'm like wondering what's going on here. Oh my goodness, Josephine. Josephine, como está? ¿Cómo está, sis? All right. And my face. I don't see, like
Goga froze again, guys. Technical issues. How do we look alike? She has a landscape avatar, and I have my face. Yoga talent says basketball fan. Thanks, guys. I get what you're saying. Our comments getting mixed. Goga, your glasses failing you. If you see double, I am being a punk. LOL says Pixie. But yeah, Goga's connection.
Talent. Talent from Rosie. Lily, anytime I start addressing you, I freeze. Leave me alone. You talk to other people on the chat. Let me do what I'm. Let me stay on the panel. Leave me alone. Lily, anytime I start addressing you directly, I get into internet trouble. So I'm not doing. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm not talking to you anymore. Let me see. There's some great comments here. I just wanted to highlight. PMC, you talked about not being on any of the socials, and I was telling you the other day when you were on your live stream, uh, and I was telling this, I remember I was telling, what was it? Was it? I can't remember what it was exactly. And I remember I was telling you about how we had to take a break from, we are taken on a retreat, and we had to take a break from
Yeah,
technology. Generally, we couldn't access our phones and things like that. And like, it was very insightful that when we came out of that particular retreat, before they took our phones, we were like, oh, let's say bye to our families. There was so much drama. Let me text my wife. Let me text my, there was all that going on. And then 2.5 weeks later, you come from the silent retreat, and then you're given back your phone. No one even had business with their phone. No one even wanted to handle their phone at that particular point. And then when we like plugged back into the world, no one had missed us. We didn't. It's not like we had a lot of messages to catch up on and things like that. And that was like it was like a very real moment for all of us, because we were like, wow, the world moved on without us in it. Like, it's never that
yeah,
serious. So most of these things are normally just in our heads, in our heads, in our heads. And and so the moral of the story, guys, is, as much as you're in these spaces, social media, YouTube itself, don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind over this app. Don't lose your mind over this app. At the end of the day, and and that's what they say, if you need to like disconnect, as PMC put it, if you need to disconnect just to reconnect, do it. Do it. Sometimes it's all in our head. Maybe you won't even lose them. They'll be back here when you're, and I think if people are your tribe, they should be there when you come back. They should be there to welcome you back, and they should actually respect that you took that time to actually go take care of yourself in order to like be show up, you know, them 100%. So sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's just all in our head. Sometimes it's just all in our head. We've like created that image, and we think it's not going to, and then you come and like, oh, you guys are here. Hi. I thought you left me. I thought you left me all. I thought you left me. Um, Lily, we are neighbors now. I'll disconnect again, Goga. You will all be missed. Lily is always disconnecting, but coming back, but reconnecting and connecting and reconnecting. Pixie, no. What is no? Pixie, what does no mean? I'm not frozen or anything, no? PMC, am I frozen?
no, you're good.
Yeah, I saw Pixie saying no. I'm like, what happened? Anita, welcome back. Anita, welcome back. Oh, exams. Wow, I don't like exams for sure. I don't like exams for sure. I don't know if you have anything you want to ask PMC. Let me know. So I don't keep him here. It's already been 3 hours. I think that's already so much time we've spent. Been very quiet and chill. Lily, you are the one who said PMC should. You can't miss. And I'm glad you've been here, Lily. You can ask him anything. Free. You can ask. I mean, some was it Pixie who asked PMC to like. It was Alex. Alex asked for a song. Robust for buzz. Lily, what are you asking PMC to do?
I'm
Of
just
course, not help
grateful
you.
and honored to have been
Not
able
help
to
you with
come
your
up here and
exams.
do this.
Lily's going to come for me on Instagram. Not help you with the exams for sure. Not help you with the exams for sure. Huh. Oh, okay. Fine. So you reacted on the chat. Okay, fine. Okay, I get it, Pixie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I was like, no, no, no. Oh my goodness. Um. Okay, cool. I let PMC rest. I don't do requests. Thank you, Lily. But you always request me for things. Lily, you are just behaving. That is nice. That is nice. That is nice. That is nice. It can be dramatic if you want to go. Pixie and dramatic. Pixie, we don't do drama. We are very respectable people. Very respectable people here. Okay, it's been 3 hours. I want to like I want to I don't know if PLC has anything like he wants to like share with us. It could definitely do that. Otherwise, I will just leave it free and then we can start doing our final whatever. It's 10 o'clock in Kenya. What time is it there?
3:06 p.m.
Okay, yeah, 3 or 6. Okay, that's afternoon. PM. Okay. I get it. I can be dramatic if you want. Go. Helen Akoi is in the building. Oh my goodness, Helen. I have not seen Helen for a while. Like, Helen is like one of my super mods. So, Helen, how are you doing? How are you holding up? Helen, you came here because of PMC, right? Welcome, Helen. Thank you so much. Helen, Soul Food of Words was asking for you. So you need to connect to her. She's been asking for you whether you're fine and stuff like that. And I think she had to drop off because of she had to attend to something. But you can check out Soul Soul Food of Words is formerly YouTube World. So you need to check her out. She's been asking around for you. Thank you so much, Helen, for coming in. Thank you so much, Helen. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you, Helen. It's nice to see you. Um, okay. So PMC, I don't know. I don't know if you feel like I feel like okay, it's 3 hours. Any last thoughts or anything maybe you'd want us to share, discuss?
No, I
I'm
pretty
thinking of
much
going back
finished.
to yoga, by the way. I know you had what happened to your Japan thingy?
Oh, that had got postponed, because we had been hit by that hurricane last year. Hurricane
Oh
Fiona
yes.
hit us real bad,
Yeah.
and then it really damaged a lot of farms out here. $1 million worth of damage. The whole island was without power. And
Wow.
it's still getting restored to this day because Puerto Rico has a very fragile power grid that never was completely restored since Maria. Rest in peace to our fallen. And then it went straight and hit Dominican Republic, and then Hurricane Ian hit a lot of other places too. So that kind of put a lot of things I had intended on hold. So, like I
Mm,
said, I understand too everything at God's time. Like everything happens for a reason. As far as my final
absolutely.
thoughts on here, I just hope everybody took away from what we both said to kind of, answer how do you dissect burnout, how do you manage it and all. Don't stress over this because remember, just control what you can because we're not entirely in control of everything. But that's pretty much it, brother. That's my final thought. So thanks for having me up here. You stay safe and blessed. Look after yourself. Everybody in the chat do the same. And maybe we'll do a third panel someday. I don't know, a trilogy, I guess. I don't know. But this is an honor, man. Thanks for having me
Great.
up
Yeah.
here.
Always welcome and thank you so much. And guys, if you don't have PMC, you can check out the pinned link there by Nightbot did a pinned link. Helen is saying, Helen, I think wrote your message there, PMC. So thank you so much. Yeah. Helen says, I miss you, PMC. Wow, Helen. Even
One
you've never
love.
told me you miss me, Helen. Oh, okay. Don't worry, I'm just being
So
dramatic. This Helen, I've never even been told that. I've not seen you for months. Now PMC comes on the panel and like, I miss you, PMC. Wow. Sorry, I was in the bush. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, PMC. Yes, we'll definitely have a third one. I really appreciate you just coming for us to discuss this because I think it's an ongoing conversation. A lot of people I think are going through the most. We have a lot of people who have left the space, the platform for a reason. And the reason that I think one thing that inspired me to just bring you up on the conversation was because I know you have that imminent break that you're planning to take, and so I just wanted at least to have at least a conversation around it. Just to because it's not initially I used to wonder like where do people go after a certain time, but then nowadays it's actually making so much sense that it's not exactly as it's not exactly a very wild idea to actually opt out of the platforms, the socials included. So I really appreciate you honoring me with your presence and you coming to the space on my panel. I hope you of course we get to hear more of you. Of course, I know your live schedule has been very, how do I put it? I know it's not been very predictable. Are you still planning to do them like, or what is the plan with that? I missed yesterday because yesterday I was where was I? I was having a class. I think I missed out on your 24th. No, Monday 24th. Monday I was having a class. Did you have the Monday stream?
I'll be going live in the morning on weekends because during the weekdays I really can't because the 6 to 6, and then I have to get out of here early, so I leave about 1 hour in advance because
Yeah.
this way I can get there 15 minutes early and then actually start doing the labor. So it'll be you'll see me like I'm a morning person. I'm not a nighttime. I'm not an evening person. So on the weekends it makes me go back to how I started doing this, and if you can probably catch me there if you're available. Because like I tell everybody, it goes back to being considerate. Like everybody's so busy, you
Mm.
catch if you're available and if you want to come, you understand? Because like some people might, they may not want to come in your stream, and you have to understand that too. Like, I mean, it's a rite of passage they have. Like I tell
Absolutely.
people,
Yeah.
you guys may get tired of the Lions Den someday and go find somewhere
It's
else to hang out. That's reality.
100%. 100. It's actually I don't even hold it against anybody because I'm always like, yeah, and then also the time zones and things like that. Um, it's just very, yeah. You don't take it. Somebody said, yeah, don't take it to heart. Don't take it to heart, guys. People are dealing with their own things, and it's okay. It's okay, and I think when you make peace with that, I think you'll be fine. Unless anybody, guys, unless if anybody has a question for PMC, I'm giving him like 3 more minutes on the panel. Ask now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, you'll go to the lion's den and ask him there in the lion's den. But then the lion's den, you guys will be like, it's very, PMC is very like, PMC is not as loud as me. So you go to the lion's den and you'll be very like quiet there and you'll be like, "Okay, I need to there's no drama there. You've been warned."
They'll be
Yeah.
excited though for the next
But you'll be
guest that you
excited.
have.
Yeah. You'll have a great conversations. You'll meet very nice people. Like they're very amazing. Like PMC has like the best crowd ever. Like those guys are like so cool. They're very cool people. Um Pixie, I'm tiny but loud in volume. PMC PMC has a very clean chat. Yes, you'll find very nice conversation. And it's always with people just hanging out and it's always nice. Like, oh, how is so and so doing? They kinda people you always feel like you're in a family just catching up. It's one of those spaces. It's one of those spaces. Um, Bye, guys. See you on Whitey Streets or elsewhere. Thank you so much, Mercy. Thank you so much, Mercy. You're still here. Um, okay. So yeah, that's it. You guys are not asking me any question. You're not asking PMC any question. So I guess we leave it at this. Anything? Any question? Anything? No? King Morgan, happy Wednesday. Yes, thank you. Guys, don't forget to drop a comment after the stream. It means a lot. Yes, 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 yes. People always forget that, by the way. It's always important to. Did PMC get someone? Helen, move. This is a married man. Proudly African. As our African daughter
The
there.
wedding ring's down my finger.
Yeah. Helen. There's a whole ring.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. No, these are just my. When Helen now comes in, the drama begins. Uh, I've read Helen's comment. I've even highlighted it. Helen, you've seen the ring. Helen, you can't be missing on YouTube. And then when PMC is here, you're busy coming to ask some of these questions. Trust Helen to always bring the drama anyway. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, PMC. I really appreciate your presence. I hope we'll have this conversation once again. You're always welcome to the third, the fourth. We'll figure it out. I know PMC is also very like active on his community tab, so you can always be checking out his community tab. He posts a lot of very great wisdom on his community tab, so you can always like check that out and just keep keep abreast. He'll tell you that when he announces, guys, I'm having a break. Guys, I'm back. You'll always know. You'll always know. I think he gives a very different. He's very open like that, so you'll always know like when things are happening and things are going down. Right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your presence. Unless there's anything PMC, I think me, I'm pretty much done. We'll leave this. Okay. Okay, Lily. I know.
Stay safe, brother. Take care, Goga. Everybody have a blessed day, morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. And if you decide to have me up
Wait,
here
wait, wait, wait,
again,
wait, wait, PMC, wait. You have to say that on your own solo layout. Otherwise, they'll say that you didn't give him like. Okay, there you go.
oh my bad. No, I'm just basically saying, thanks for having me up here. I really appreciate the conversation and hope that it helps out somebody that came in here today. And it was an honor to be up here. It's always fun to come up here. And thanks for everybody in the chat for your support. And for those who are now connected to me, I will be sure to get back to you. And hopefully I see you guys up here for a third time and that kind of be it. Cause, I still support Goga and his mission, from artist to artist. So I hope to see you guys around soon. Thanks for giving me this opportunity again, brother, because it's always worth season. So thanks for having me as a guest. And, all I would say for you guys is, look forward to the next guest because, we're all entertaining in a unique way. So be excited for them too. So I hope to see you guys around soon. Take care of yourselves. Stay blessed. Have a blessed day. One love. And thanks for having me again, Goga. Take care, guys.
One love. Thank you so much, PMC. See you soon. I'm sure we'll meet on the streets. And yes, the lion has left. The Lion King has left. I like how PMC calls his live stream the lion's den. When you come there, like be ready. There's a pride of lions there and stuff. Helen, oh my goodness, Helen. Helen is like, Goga, I was asking for 10 others, not me. This is the equivalent of saying, I'm asking for a friend. Oh my goodness, Helen, I'm asking for a friend. Oh my god, that's funny. Helen, you are amazing. Helen, we've missed you. Welcome back to the streets. Thank you so much, PMC. I really appreciate your presence as well. Thank you so much. I think that was a very solid conversation. And I just want to say, like, it's always an honor to talk about these things because I think sometimes we underestimate what people are going through. And that's why I wanted us to have this candid conversation. Next week, we are going to be having another amazing guest. Next week, we are going to have, I don't want to say his name, but yes, we're going to have another amazing guest next week who will come and share with us now the angle in terms of branding. Because, yes, you've already dealt with your burnout, but then how do you now establish yourself as a brand? So that's what we're going to talk about next week on the channel. So you have somebody who's coming to talk to us about not just your channel branding, but also your personal branding. So that's going to be very important. So he's a very solid like life coach. He's very good on these things. Like yeah, you love the person. Like you love the person. Let me just leave it at that. And they are all about the brand. So next week, come ready with your notebook. Next week is a whole class. Even me, I'll be taking notes in that class. We are going to just learn about how we can brand ourselves as not just content creators, but also as Goga, like as me. I need to also learn how to brand myself. So you're going to learn a lot about branding. Thank you so much, Alex Nails, for still lingering on here. I really appreciate that. The guys, those are like Alex Nails. These are amazing people. Rob, these are guys like I met at PMC space as well. So like they're people, they're very solid, and I'm glad that they came through for me. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so we'll talk about branding next week. And then the other week we'll have the other week is what? The other week we're having the party. Guys, it's not a party. The other week, you know, 10th, I said that I'm going to have a party on 10th of May, but then I realized I can't be having a party when I'm talking about money because it's 1 year of monetization on YouTube. So we are not going to talk about money. We are going to talk about, we are not going to have it's not going to be a full blown out party, but we are going to talk about, money. Celebrating 1 year of monetization, I have to give you certain truths about money on YouTube. I've been trying to come up with my scripts on that live stream, and it's not party friendly. Let me be honest, it's not party friendly. It's actually very candid conversation. So I realized that it will be very weird me coming to talk about cake here. Yeah, okay, it will be very weird me coming to talk about money after 1 year on YouTube and eating a piece of cake here. It will just there's just something there's a disconnect somewhere. So I have to like curate it in a way that it can be packaged. So, yeah. So we'll have the branding conversation next week. And then next week will be May, right? This is actually our final month. And then 10th May, we are coming for a party stroke conversation on my experience on YouTube as a monetized channel after 1 year. I'm going to give you the lowdown. I'm going to give you a breakdown of how much I've earned, my net worth on YouTube. I'm going to tell you what I did with my salary, my first YouTube salary. I'm going to tell you my projections. I'm going to share all those things because sometimes it's important to put this thing. I know people never share this information, but me, I'm like, it's YouTube. I mean, you guys come here because I give you that information. So we'll talk about life after money, in monetization, what I've experienced for the last 1 year, and then I will give you like those who are about to get monetized. I will give you the expectation. I will give you like where the sources of my funding come from and things like that. So that is 10th of May. But 3rd of May we talk about branding. 10th of May we talk about money. 17th of May we'll have another guest talk about something else. So that is literally the mission now. Okay, let me read that real quick. I think I have about 13 more minutes on this live stream. So 13 minutes. I can spend about extra 13 minutes before I leave. I forget where I met PMC. It was probably in another yoga chat. probably, Pixie. Lily, he will always ignore us. Helen, you just came by. Helen, you came back from a very. Helen, can you type bush? Type bush on the chat there. Type bush on the chat there. And then you will know things have changed here, Helen, while you're away. Things have changed. And then experience says it will be a great conversation talking about branding because a lot of people only think of views and subscribers and forget the need to have an image. Yes, your image is very important. Your image is very important on YouTube. So that's why you have to talk about it next week. Then Pixie says, yes, it's about providing value and a niche. Yeah. Primo, how you doing, Primo? Primo is my amazing friend from Brazil. How you doing, Primo? Thank you so much for coming in, bro. What time is it in Brazil, Primo? What time is it in Brazil? Thank you so much. Papas, how you doing, Papas? Thank you so much for coming in, Papas K. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Don't worry, Pixie, Helen is here. Helen can't leave without me until I say bye. Because Helen always has this fear that if she leaves, Goga will say something about her and then she will miss the receipt. So she'll linger on until she makes sure that I've left the live stream and gone. That's when she knows that Goga is actually done. He's not going to talk about me anymore. Yeah. Yeah, so it's important. Thank you so much, Papa K. How are you doing? Long time, been a minute. I know. Leave my Nightbot is very disciplined. My Nightbot really knows how to do things. It's a very disciplined Nightbot. The moment you call it, it will start asking you what can I do for you this evening and things like that. But don't ask it like for tea or anything. Some of you, I think it was Pixie. Pixie, you're the one who was asking my night bot. I don't know for what last Friday, and I'm like, no, don't ask for night bot for coffee, and then like don't ask it for anything. Okay, just move on. Well, I relax and spend time studying, so I get confidence to go on when I'm tired and about to quit. I love that. I love that. I love that. That's your way of dealing with burnout on YouTube. I love that. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Primo. You answered the topic. Yeah, great conversation. YouTube burnout, social media burnout. It was worth it. Um, we have 10 more minutes to go. 10 more minutes to go. 10 more minutes to go. What do I do for 10 minutes? Oh, I need to promote my channel members. I need to dance a bit. Then I go. Let's go. Let's go to some. Let's end on a live. Once again, I appreciate my super chatter, Patrick Johnson. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the blessing. Your pot never run dry. Monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. Standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. That song is everything. That song is everything. Hey Ike, how you doing? Welcome. Millie, how you doing? Millie Nyibinya is in the building. How you doing, Millie? Thank you so much for popping. Yes, Pixie, use it, use it, use it. It's a dope song. I just love the energy that song just brings into the live, and it's important. It's important to do that. Um, this was nice. This was a great topic. So we YouTube burnout. It's a real thing. It's a real. It happens. You have to take care of yourself mentally, and I think that was literally the moral of this entire conversation. I need to do a music video for you with this track, Goga. Please, Pixie, do it for me. Do it for me. You know my Instagram. We can talk on the side. We can talk on the side. Let's talk. Do it for me. I will. If you need me to dance on top of a table, I will do it. 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 Let me just check whether I have forgotten anything. I'm not going to see you guys until next week. I'm not on Friday. I'm not having the coffee check-in. So I will see you when. I will see you when. I will see you when. In the spirit of burnout, I'm taking a break as well. So until let me finish let me deal with my life things, and then I will come back to you guys next week. So next week we are talking about branding. The other week we have our monetization party. That one I'll have a panel. I'll be having a panel of monetized houses to come and share with us the experience. Carry your notebooks. I'm going to tell you what I've experienced 1 year being monetized on YouTube. I'll give you the numbers. I'll have slides and everything. We're going to talk about that one day, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised, like how, I don't know, monetization. It's monetization, and then there's, yeah. We'll talk about it. I'll be very radically honest on that day. So make sure you don't miss that stream. And then now I don't keep any party. Hey, Saniki, no, but we'll have a party. I don't know that I should buy cake because I'm still thinking about that cake thing. So I will let you know whether we'll have cake on the 10th. I'll let you know. I'll let you know next week. I'll let you know next week. I'll let you know next week. Um, yeah. So we are going to discuss money on 10th of May. I'm telling you, 1 year monetization on YouTube. Is it worth it? I will be able to answer that question. And that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't want to wander into the money conversation today when PMC was on the panel. That's why I wanted to keep it just burnout and everything, and leave it at that. All right, all right, all right, all right. I have 4 minutes to leave the live, so in case there's anything, let me know. 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 Yeah, namaste. To drop your links. I don't know. Is any of my channel members on the chat? Because I just want to use one of my channel members. Is there one of my channel members on the chat? Let's see. Let me see. Alex, are you on the chat? Anywhere close to the chat? There's something I want you to do for me. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Congesta Mwashi, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. No, I have to go. I have to go, Lily. I have to go, Lily. Yeah, so I wanted to use Alex as an example because I'm trying to customize for you. Okay. Alex, you need to change this. Alex, you need to change this thing for you. Yeah, it now looks very weird. You can't go Goga. You have to get my yoga with Goga Dragon member. They're the only people who have the power to stop me from ending a live stream. They're the only people who enjoy that privilege. Mwashi, we've already finished the topic. Talk to Alex. Alex is the only person who can stop me from ending the live. He has all that power. He has the veto power. So Mwashi, talk to Alex nicely. One of the perks I've given my channel members, especially the highest level, which is the Dragon member, is that they have the power to like stop me from ending the live. So they can extend it. So Mwashi, Conjesta, is there anything you want to ask me before I leave? Ask now or forever hold your peace. Thank you, Pixie. See you on the next one. Thank you, everyone. Guys, start saying bye. Start saying bye. Bye, Alex. Thank you so much. Conjesta, we've been here for 3.5 hours. So yeah, we very nice topics. Conjesta, you want to come up on the panel? I can give you a link. You can come talk to me directly on the chat before we go. If you want. If you want. If you want. If you want. Conjesta, are you there? Are you talking? Are you talking? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Yes, first of all, I'm hungry. I need to go get some tea. I need to go get something to eat. Um, you can say bye as you leave. Then Nightbot will still. Can you like say bye? Type bye when you are leaving and see what Nightbot will do to your name. Oh my god, motivational queen is coming into the chat now. Huh. Okay, bye. Welcome, KS. Anyway, guys, I have to love and leave you. Thank you so much for having me. We'll be live tomorrow. Okay, Congesta. See you tomorrow on your live stream. I will try. What time is your live stream, Congesta? I will pop in on your live stream tomorrow. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate you. As always, mwah! Wait, nowadays I don't need to kiss you directly. I have a kiss here. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay, bye, guys.